is profoundly stunned.
Fuck you.
These. What do you mean, fuck you? That wasn't a pun. He was just wrecked. He doesn't have the intelligence to overcome the psionic
Oh, I thought you
attack.
meant like he was profoundly stunned by the fact he was stunned.
Well, he's rather shocked by it.
Die.
If only it was a...
That's not a pun either.
Did this HP support assistant, I clicked never check for updates, and it keeps popping this fucking window up periodically.
Checking.
And it shows me it's still checked, never check for updates.
Andy.
So
No, I don't know. But Andy, you're up first. I'm gonna mute myself very quickly while I discuss the eternal torment awaiting Andy at the end of the dark tunnel.
There better be a good story at the end of this, Andy.
He might be dead.
That's a
We'll
good
never know.
story. He gets accepted into a tribe of fire giants for all of 10 seconds until they just splatter him.
He's not Karen.
I wouldn't get splattered in 10 seconds. It'll take 20.
Not at your current health.
You're not wrong.
I wish any of us knew that Freedy's granted wishes. But we don't, because my intelligence thing sucked.
I don't care enough.
They don't always grant wishes. That's a variant.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's an angry red guy with a fancy sword.
Remember, you guys in my first game betrayed into Freedy.
Yeah.
We took his sword, and it did nothing.
Just a big sword.
Yeah, I don't know. That's bad. And I wasn't bad at like narrative. I just didn't understand mechanics too well.
It didn't help that we were like bloodthirsty murder machines.
And then Neil was there because Hyde rules are fucky.
What do you mean?
I don't
Neil was
envy
there?
you for that.
Neil was never there. It was just a tree that shot arrows. That's all it was.
That's true, that's true. And then my next character walked through trees.
Yeah. Oh yeah, how did Neil get himself
He
killed? That was
He
he did it.
stared down a fucking
pit fiend.
yeah.
I figured he would die there.
Was it did I set you up in an unwinnable situation?
Well, no.
Did you choose
that
I don't
that
remember.
could have been. I could have avoided that, but Neil, he wanted to die because he was basically being a puppet for Ray. He was a liability. He could either stall this pit fiend here, or die. Either way, it's a win. And then Nom murdered him.
I guess. I don't know. What do you want? What do you think of making? Not much.
Seeing Andy emote through this is making me really question what's happening.
That's just how Andy is.
All right,
It's
All
probably
right,
the most
Zach, you-
mundane thing right now.
Zach. Do you want to be Andy or do you want to be?
Be who?
I'll narrate. I'll do subtitles for Mike if you do them for Andy.
Oh man.
All right, so you're swimming, just swimming through a sea of cocks. They're just everywhere. They're in all different directions. You're just swimming through it, getting jizz all over in your mouth and stuff. Oh,
Andy is obviously flattered by the prospect. He seemed to be kind of smiling nervously there. He's not quite ready for the challenge, but he seems eager for it. He's thinking over his options right now, which one to start on, left or right.
I like how AJ is basically subtitles and your commentary. You're like an esports caster.
Oh god.
all right, so I'm the play-by-play and he's the.
Yeah.
Color commentary, you gotta love it.
Are there demiplanes or like planes of existence in D&D 4?
Probably.
So there is a plane of dicks.
Probably, yeah.
A high
you
enough
could always
wizard could make
you
one.
could always make a demi-plane and make it the demi-plane of dicks if you wanted.
You have to be a high level wizard and just a high wizard.
I mean, that'd be a really cool, like, wizard's revenge on his, like, homophobic,
Just be a warlock who's a patron to some dark god of lust. There you go. Warlocks get
Your patron's one of the cosmic horrors, one of those Cthulhu monsters. When you finally see him, he's a Japanese tentacle monster.
Yeah.
This is worth selling my soul and sanity for it. Worth it.
I mean, mostly the problem is like, well, what do you do with them all? You know, what do you do with all the tentacles? So
Satisfy them.
yeah. So like, what do? You like hold your arms tight in. Use
Any hole's a goal. The ones you make.
Well, I guess it depends on how long your arm is. But what's that?
I'm so sorry, Andy. You can't hear me right now, but I'm so sorry.
Oh, so they're just physically like in the same room, huh?
Yep.
How do you do that? How do you DM roll on like a die roll, like your sheet?
If you open up your character sheet, there's two settings, public and 2GM.
Oh, that must be newer.
Yeah, I think you might actually have to opt into it in the settings.
Oh, yeah, it reminds me. I want to change mine to stop rolling automatic advantage and to make me pick. Because I hate seeing the other number when it doesn't matter.
Ah, that would be good.
Query advantage. There we go.
Was that Google as a guy? So where's that setting? Who knows? Whisper rolls to GM. Whisper toggle. How does that work?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
that's-
Whisper Toggle adds the thing on
okay.
top.
That's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you that's cool. That means that you could as the DM, you could toggle that on, go into their sheet and roll it for them only to yourself.
Mike said
Yeah.
that before for us. That's how I got taken over by an aboleth.
Fucking Phantasmal Force.
It's a good
You
thing
know
I'm
what?
not
I need to
monetizing
feed
this
both of
video on
them.
YouTube.
They both
because
ate
that would
breakfast, but then
demonetize
you
it right there.
Matthias, your turn.
Well, the asshole's in the air, isn't he?
No, he ducked down behind the building.
Do I have line of sight?
Yes.
Well, how many spell points do I have? No, yeah, I'm running very low. Fuck.
It's a shame Andy's not here. This could have been his time to shine. Just fucking solar raid this bitch. Just may have made him out of existence.
I actually had the final flash gift on the tab on the side for when I was going to sunbeam him.
Nice.
Wasted opportunities, man.
I guess I'm gonna firebolt him
All right.
and probably miss.
He has, if I'm not mistaken, a 16 armor class. I'm so sorry.
Get out of here, giant ape.
If he's strange, a 15 looks like a 16. It's fine, right?
All right. Anything else?
How tall is the building again? Like, if I jump off, will I go prone and take damage?
you'd have to crawl, as in like drop off the edge and then let yourself drop.
All right. How is that like half movement then?
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
double
it'll take you
movement,
an
I mean?
extra- It'll take you the 10 feet of movement to get down.
All right. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's my turn.
How are you doing?
And because of course, that's why. Of course. Ambercup, your turn.
Did I see Big Ugly go behind that building?
Big Ugly? Oh yes, you did.
Okay.
Get him.
I still have my fucking hunter's mark on him. And I'm sure.
Do that?
What?
Didn't you try to do that to him?
That's what I said. My hunter's mark is still on him.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I legit can't hear right now.
Bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna shoot you! Bitch!
Yeah.
Which is
That's
weird
a crit
because I
speech
thought
if I've ever heard it.
Yep.
31
That
damage.
hurts.
That
That's
hits.
really good.
He's an unhappy camper.
Good.
5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, my turn.
Karen.
I'm gonna keep on chopping this Afridi up before he chops me up.
Don't fuck up. I believed in you to take him down.
20. 16. Damn it.
And the Afridi is packing, yeah, a 17.
Fucker. Alright.
Alright,
There
however,
is D&D in here.
he's not looking too great from that first hit. Hold on. Yeah, that first hit's enough to drop him.
Nice.
Yes.
Alright, he hits the ground.
Do I know where the goddamn Squid Man went?
Give me a survival. Give me a decent survival check. DC 12.
Okay.
Yeah, then you know where he went.
I smell calamari. 5,
Just sprint around the building.
I'm gonna
20,
sprint through the building.
25, 30, 35, 40. Hi! Kill me, I dare you.
Okay.
You still have an attack. Throw in hand axe.
Alright, Afridi is off the...
Actually, yeah, I do have a thrown weapon still. Let's see which ones I actually still have. I have one hand axe. So yes. Okay.
Do it.
Wink.
Donk.
Karen, I have very, very good news for you.
Let's hear it.
Hold on. The good news, he did not get his foot back this turn,
Oh god.
because that would have gone very badly.
Oh god, yes it would have.
However, he is also most unhappy, which I know upsets you all. You all would have very much liked to,
I just want him to be happy with me.
He'll never love you, Jake.
I'm gonna put you in that well.
Is he Matthias' real dad?
You don't know. You'll never know.
let's see, Karen,
What's up, buddy?
can you do me a quick favor?
Yeah, sure, what's up?
Can you give me a wisdom save, please?
Totally, yeah.
Holy hell!
Jesus!
I'm
All right.
resilient, bitches!
Karen, he looks at you, his kind of like the watery orbs that are his eyes kind of pulse and thrum slightly. It's apparent that he's trying to claw at your mind. You shake your head, kind of in your rage, and you will not be stopped. He looks at you, kind of genuinely shocked, before backpedaling.
I laugh.
Like Zoidberg?
Absolutely. I am laughing at him right now.
Please make the save.
Do it.
I am upset. He is just out of reach. Why don't I have a pike? Damn it.
Aw.
Nope.
If only he had advantage.
Malthus! Anyway, so you realize immediately that you're never going to be able to get the barb out. They're going to have to take those testicles off.
Ah!
What was that for?
Something made a loud screech, and I want to die now.
I didn't hear anything. That's weird.
You're lucky.
I was worried that I wasn't keeping track of the dominate monster duration, but it's an hour.
Why isn't Matthias surfing on the fire elemental?
Because it's stunned. And I don't
So?
think I... Can it carry me?
I don't fucking know. Just run at it and drop kick and see if you land.
I'm tempted to try dispelling magic, but it'll probably dispel my own fucking dominate. So Karen, here's the plan. You run to me, I give you the immovable rod. You run to him, hug him, and push the button.
How about you haste me so I can just fucking keep running him down? He's 5 feet out of my reach.
That's a good idea. When it's my turn, I will haste you. Because that's a good use of spell points, because... Oh, no, because I'm concentrating.
Ah, fucker.
The moment I stop concentrating is the moment he breaks the stun.
Yeah.
God damn it, Giant Ape. I should have bought more hand axes or javelins at some point. I never used up all of them before.
I have some daggers if you want to throw. They're
Throw
silver.
it. Throw Matthias.
I have an Ignis Fang. I could throw that.
Throw the fire elemental.
I have to go back and chase him for that, though.
Throw the flail.
You have the flail.
Yeah, come get it.
Get some blood from the salamanders and throw them.
Just store it in your mouth and spit it.
You're the half-dragon now.
Also, your mouth is covered in boils now.
Matthias could do that. He'd politely not touch his skin somehow. I'd like to think that the left well is a water well, and the right well is a fire well.
But where's the Cromwell?
Fuck you.
Fuck you. That's an A9.
Tobias, your turn again.
Hooray!
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Jesus.
It's scooting. 5, 10.
You quit giving him legendary actions.
He's got him.
You big jerk.
I can't see him, can I?
No, you cannot.
Fuck.
It appears he's retreated back that direction.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I dashed there.
Okay. Amber Cup.
So Freet's down and Fire Elemental is just there.
Bitch.
Mm-hmm. He's just standing there on fire. You know.
You know, the opposite of chilling.
25 dash 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. Dang. Who's barking?
Me. Sorry.
Bonus action dash. I'll get up on the fucking roof.
Okay.
Park over here. That'll be me.
All right. Karen, your turn.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Hi! You're not through with me yet.
Hold on. I think it just dropped me at a roll 20.
Why?
I can still see you just fine.
My, All right. So you're just booking forward?
Yep.
There it goes. Took me a second to load.
I'm expecting another swoop soon.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. It will kill me when it happens.
Indeed, it will. He levitates. He levitates slightly up. Hold on. I'm gonna need you to both make int saves.
Nope.
Oh my god!
It's okay, I have advantage. Oh, did I do it?
Yes.
Why are you giant ape?
Oh, that's just my name.
Unless I think I don't know the DC.
And yes, it was DC 15.
Okay, good.
He would have made it if he had advantage.
I did have advantage.
Wow.
Wow.
All
no,
right.
not you. I meant Karen.
Karen, that is enough to finally put you down for a moment.
No, it's not.
No? Holy shit, no it isn't! Nope.
I was at 35, you fuck.
Sorry.
Why do I keep hearing loud feedback?
Is that me?
I don't know.
Just set your hit points to whatever they were. Okay, there you go.
There.
It lets loose a fucking,
I am stunned, though.
Those telekinetic blasts are strong. They are strong and they will knock you on your ass. But you've faced this guy enough, you both drop out of the way and mitigate the vast majority of his attack.
Wait, do I even take damage if I make the save?
No, you don't.
Nope.
No, you don't.
Oh, sweet.
The vast majority of it just does not break through. He looks again, I guess the closest you can imagine of a creature like that being surprised. And nope. Nope. It's fucking... This is not going well.
It's going fine on my end. I haven't died yet.
All right.
Come on, Fire Elemental.
Do it.
If I can do it, so nope. Never
Aw.
mind.
Yeah.
Nope.
Come on, I did it. Come get him, Matthias.
I can't see
But-
anymore.
But
I'm
first,
talk-
Elf has to do something. Yeah, he's talking to. It's Andy's turn, actually.
Oh. Forgot he's just not in the turn order.
While this is happening, I'm gonna go get an energy drink.
Don't.
Try and stop me. I didn't miss too much, I see.
We're all missing a lot.
I'm missing cleaving a goddamn vampire mind flayer too.
I thought we were gonna say cleavage.
I miss cleavage too. I'm sure he's rather busty for a cephalopod.
Yeah.
Who?
Gonna milk them squid titties. Squiddies.
All right, I am pretty sure that actually, yeah, my rage is now gone. I'm pretty sure.
You just took damage.
Yeah, I don't think stun gets rid of it.
In the middle
well.
of the battlefield.
What?
What?
Nothing. Guys,
Oh
look.
shit!
Hey, I see. Well, I mean, I don't see. But I see. Matthias doesn't
Altus,
see.
you have a chance for, let's say, getting to your feet and one other action. What else you got?
Jump in the well.
Is it scream at Metzger for some reason? That's always a good action.
Well, no, I still got Shillelagh on from the panic in there. What? Get my bearings. Oh, Jesus, where is everyone?
All
All right, so you're gonna scan the area. Give me a quick survival check. You're trying
What
to.
if they're dead?
Try and figure out what the hell just went down.
Just listen for the sound of Charon screaming. Oh,
I
wait,
mean,
he's
that's
not
usually how we find out where the battle's going on.
Oh, right,
Alright.
you can't. I'm not screaming right now. I'm just
Alright,
drooling numbly.
you can see the sounds of battle. You can see the impact of the battle around you. You can see the mind flayer apparently attempting a retreat against the advancing party.
You can also see a file elemental that's just
You
standing
can't see
there.
Karen, but you can hear him kind of off around the corner. You see a fire elemental kind of lolling in place. You have no idea what that's all about. Yeah, you've got a good sense of the battlefield. Prep your next action. Volthus. I'm sorry, Matthias, you're up.
Can I see him? The mind flayer.
No, not from where you are.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah, no possible way unless he's up in the air.
I know he's levitating. I don't know how far he's levitating. Can I see from there?
You know what? Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you could probably see him from your starting position. Just because you're right, he's like 9 feet tall and he's hovering on top of a 12-foot building. So yeah, you could see like a tiny little bit of him.
I can see him from here too, right?
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna follow
Burn
him.
his scalp. You burn his scalp.
He takes 17 points.
I think that's 30.
All right.
It's definitely less. Or it's 30 or less. So I'll move there.
All right, Amber Cup.
I'm gonna shoot
sorry.
him again.
He's scooting down.
What do you do?
He dropped actually. No, he can levitate. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's
He went
dropping
over the wall?
You can get one shot. You can get a couple of parting shots at him before he disappears, though. He's got cover, but that doesn't matter.
He went over the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I mean, it's his wall.
You can fly out, but you cannot fly in.
Huh. Good to know.
Neat.
Get a crit on him. Crit him.
Poop.
Oh. Take one more shot.
Get a crit.
Poop.
Damn it!
And bonus action dash just to get over here. Well, that's my turn. Just move me.
I want you to just leap over the goddamn wall.
I
All right.
can't move that far.
He drops down over the wall. Karen.
Actually, I can.
Damn it! Only I had advantage.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
Maybe next turn.
Not you. I have faith in the elemental.
Nope. Nat 1. Out of
He
spite.
already
for
nat
it.
1 once. He's got a nat 20 this time.
5% chance. You feeling lucky?
All right.
Let's see it.
Father Rental. Let's see if he has it in him. Can he?
He does.
Can he finally?
My beautiful baby boy, you can do it. Oh. He almost did
Balthus.
it.
You've returned.
Making a run. Well, what's going on with that fire elemental?
Is it
Is it glitched?
Just kind of run around the back of the building. Let's see how far we can go.
Oh. Oops.
Fuck you, AJ. See you typing.
Avoid the lava blood.
Just a double move to get in and see what's going on.
So,
Never mind, I found Valsis.
All right. Hold on.
Oh, I guess I don't know how long I was gone either. There's
Uh,
no sense of time over there, so I'm just gonna shout.
no.
So
What year is it?
Well, can I see Matthias up there, or is he hiding?
No, you can see the thighs.
Hiding.
I'm just gonna look right to him. Gonna shout, "What's going on? Is everyone okay? Is everybody dead?"
Actually, that's a good point. There was a bush there, so I would have to move here. I didn't have enough movement to go to the bush.
Despite this condition that you found him in a few minutes ago, Metzger rides up down the center of the lane, looks around, looks at everybody, and goes, "You seem to be having some trouble out here.
He keeps running.
Well, then let's just take what we need and go."
But I'm in the mood for calamari.
I want to make it dead.
Karen keeps talking about it like it's the most amazing thing in the world, so I'm gonna try it.
You get the sense that he's well, he's not real keen on the idea of leaving either.
Yeah, this is his hideout. He wants it gone. He wants the intruder gone.
He sneers slightly, or he sneers, and then vanishes again.
It worked out so great for you the last time.
All right, Matthias.
Come
I
slap
got-
my brain into actually being intelligent enough to break out of this.
Oh.
It's not how stun works, but whatever.
I don't know if I can dispel that.
Probably can't.
Also, I can't see you, so I don't know if you're stunned or not, because all I know is you're not grunting like normal.
That should be the biggest red flag of all.
Go over here. Elementals, it's me, but he's permanently stunned. How are you, Valtis?
Valvis, how are you?
A little shook up, but not exactly hurt.
Is this? That's just the volley mark, right? So not.
No, that's
walking
the
through
difficult terrain from when Balthus did Erupting Earth.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, fuck. I forgot about that. I thought it was a volley target.
No, volley target's smaller than that. I wish my volley was that fucking big.
I'm gonna move back to where I was. I guess I'll go around the other way.
Yeah, follow Karen and then get body blocked by him.
40.
Fail to crawl over him.
What's wrong, Karen? Why aren't you chasing after him? Damn it, aneurysm. Or stroke. He had a stroke. Can I do an Arcana check to see? I'm assuming it's Foop, because I've seen a Foop, but I want to
Yes,
check
you've
to
seen a
make sure.
Foop.
Decrepit, saggy scrotum. God damn it.
Alright, do I know if I can dispel that?
You are not sure. That's those things. This is not magic in the sense that you know it, and dispel only dispels spells.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta risk it.
That
I'm
would,
just...
that would be sort of like again, if you were a creature that had no ears, and somebody hit you with a sonic attack that fucking shook you to your core. Can I dispel it? Not really. He kind of just yelled at your brain.
Alright. Well, I'll whisper him encouraging words. I'm pretty sure I can't aid with a check, but...
Yeah, you can aid him in this case. You're trying to shake him out of it.
Alright. I'd have to
Bless
be
you.
right in range, right? To physically contact him?
Wake up, dumbass! God
Well,
damn
then I'll
it!
sprint to here, since I can't... Aid's in action. I'll do it next turn if you fail.
You slip a finger up his butt.
Give me a good old-fashioned wet willy. That'll get it right.
Stick your
Hold on.
ear in. Stick your dick in his ear. Yeah. That's what a wet willy is, right?
Alright, that's my turn. If only my bird was here to peck your eyes out. That'll help you.
Quit killing your bird.
I didn't kill it.
Didn't you?
No, I forget what killed it this time, actually.
At least it wasn't eaten again.
Yeah, what killed it this time?
I
Oh,
forget.
I would assume something.
You know, it wasn't swooped.
What the fuck is AJ doing?
Maybe it was one of the soldiers.
Hold on.
Drizzling cum in his mouth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he's typing.
Oh, give me it.
So that was my turn.
Okay.
I just wasn't sure if you were waiting for me.
All right. No, sorry, I had to look something up. How spicy nightmares like their hay. Amber Cup.
How tall
Uh,
is the
is-
wall compared to the roof I'm on?
The wall is about 15 feet up.
And the roof?
That's about 12 feet up.
I think we're gonna make a running jump. I'm an athlete.
Okay.
That's how you're gonna aid me, Jake.
I think you jump
Give me
double
an
your...
acrobatics check, DC 10. Okay. Feel free to land on the wall, slide down the wall, land on a tree on the other side of the wall, and slide down a vine. Just land somewhere vaguely in the distance of your movement.
I will perch on the wall if I can. Or is the
Alright,
wall covered in sharp things that will kill me?
No, you land on top of the wall. You land between the sharp things.
Do I see any bullshit?
No, you look out and he's gone.
Oh, it's all ethereal like a big jerk.
This misty bullshit again.
All right. You've still got more movement, more actions. What do you want to do?
I'm ready to shoot if I sees them.
All right. Karen.
Yep.
Well, you got assist this time, so
No, I
You-
didn't actually. Jake had to sprint up to get to me.
Yeah,
oh,
just
god
right.
damn it. All right.
I could take advantage of your forgetfulness, but I'm not that kind of man.
God damn it.
Ah, so
Baltus.
close. You can do it,
Okay,
buddy.
I don't know. I still don't know where everyone's at, but I saw Matthias run around the back of the building.
I'm perched
Did I
on a
see Amber
wall.
Cup run off the top of the building? Did I see Amber Cup? Do I know where the general fight is going, or did I just see Matthias run behind the building?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, you have a general sense of where the fight is
All
going.
right, I'm gonna run over this way. 1, 2, 3.
Don't forget that's all difficult terrain.
Not for me. I got the freedom of movement
Oh, nice.
forever ability thing.
I thought it was pretty badass.
I don't know where he went, but he's probably being a fuck. I don't like it.
He's just waiting for another swoop.
Probably.
Oh, okay. All right. It looks like you guys have a minute. Matthias, you're able to aid Karen. Amber Cup, nothing happens. What do you want to do?
Yeah. I do like a survival or something to see if I can find any traces of them.
Yeah. Give me a survival.
Crit, 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 crit.
I do have advantage, both from Hunter's Mark and from being me.
Not bad.
Against a mind flayer, there's no way it could have. Or if it had vanished like this, you would have assumed that it had teleported. But against this one in particular, your suspicion is that it has turned back into mist and has disappeared into the ground.
We gotta go deeper and encounter all the new mind flayers he's been popping out. Ugh.
Karen.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm glad it helped, right? Got 12 instead.
All right. We're gonna do this in terms of multiple turns in a row. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, for fuck's sake! Balthus, you've got a couple of rounds. Does it take a couple of actions? What do you want to do here? Karen, make your saves now. I'll have advantage.
There we go.
I'm gonna hang on, what level is
Karen, you have two.
Spider Climb's what, second?
Mhm.
Second level? Because I've always got that prepared. I just don't know where it is. Yes.
Isn't it getting great when we go down to meet the new mind flayers and they all swoop us?
With Spider Climb myself, I'm gonna get on top of this building here. Just got a vantage point.
It's a good building. I like it.
Ask Amber Cup where the others are. And get kind of filled in on combat. Because I don't know where the others are.
Massaging me.
I think they're having a body massage or something.
Yeah. Matthias is re-oiling my pecs. It's
This
fine.
is no time for a body massage, guys.
The deepest dick.
That jerk's been swooping around, so I will assume that Karen is on the receiving end of a swoop at some point.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Matthias, that oil's a little sticky. And when did you get tentacles?
He's been practicing.
I don't know, every time we shoot the guy, he just drops one, so I just pick him up.
Thanks for the visual, AJ, because it says Metzger's decrepit, saggy scrotum is typing.
Fucking disgusting. All right. So you've got a couple of minutes. What's the plan? What is everyone doing? Amber Cup. Keep watch, ready to action. We're gonna go rally.
I'm probably gonna scoot down and see if any of these buildings lead deeper somewhere.
Is anybody hurt?
I am on the verge of death.
Karen is he's a very sad boy.
I'm going to hold the healing spirit over there.
I think Amber Cup and I should pair our skills. Her eyes with my investigation. and see if we can find anything.
I'm gonna need a object to represent the healing spirit to move around. And we will.
How big is it? Isn't it just a 5-foot square?
Yeah. I think we'll put it at third level.
Good.
Triage.
So you start moving around. Kara,
We're in the perfect place to be swooped together like a family.
Yeah.
Amber Cup, you are pretty well. You have seen this thing's tricks more than once. There's no universe where this thing appears on the map and you don't see it coming at least one round in advance. The fact that it's got some new tricks might have caught you off guard before, but give me one survival check to keep track of what this thing's doing.
Let's not forget the wolves.
Oh
you haven't
yeah,
seen
they
them.
should have. They probably
Forget
should have
about
been
the
here by
wolves.
now.
Okay, yeah, the Mind Flayer is if it appears, you'll know about it the moment it appears. You also know that it takes a moment to actually convalesce itself into solidity, which means it cannot appear and swoop in the same turn.
Aw, now I feel bad.
All right, and
I want to be swooped.
That means this thing is getting 2d6 healing per turn. Balthus?
Yeah, burning the third level slot.
Are we conga lining through it?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
PSA checkpoint.
in that case, it lasts for how long? A minute?
Up to a minute, yeah.
Okay, so for the minute, you are not disturbed.
How many times is that procking? 10?
Yeah, how many times do we...
10.
And once around, so that's 10 times a minute.
So that's,
Mhm.
so that's
Mhm.
90 hit points. Well, I'm at max then.
Yeah, I'll probably end up at max.
Yeah, my max is
Yeah, the
86.
the only one
Yeah, the only one I'm not certain will end up at max is Karen.
Okay, so...
How's the fire elemental doing?
It lasts for an hour. Hey, you got
I
out the first
know.
one.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, it's fine.
Ooh,
Let's
move him in the
scoot him.
healing thing.
Fuck you.
No, don't move
I'm
him to the
healing.
healing thing. He stays
He can-
away.
He can squeeze.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but-
you want to roll out? Let me roll out all of these. We have 10 turns to
Let's roll another 18d6.
to drive through here of you guys. Well, I got to divide the 10 because you can't all end your turn in its space.
No, you don't have to end your turn. You just have to pass through it. Like as you're going through it, you can just.
Oh,
proceed
right.
healing.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So everybody just running all through it. Yeah. Let me start rolling.
Oh, I thought it was just that all the time. I forgot they had to keep rolling it for each thing.
So we'll just do the 8, or no, 16 of them. Right.
Mhm.
Well, unless. Well, no. Do we count that original at 2d6 if I cast it like on them, like on their space?
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Because then they start their turn there, and that's an extra. Get an extra roll of it. So, 10 turns of this. 18.
It's a really good spell.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, especially if we can do it like this and get the full benefit of it. Here it
Mhm.
goes.
Well,
A lot of
that's
ones.
Sure is D&D in here.
I mean, if we can
Okay.
get the fire elemental through it, I'd be okay with healing him.
Fuck
But
the
I just
fire elemental.
I just don't want him to get close to us. I think we're just huddling in there and just staying there. Because if he gets close, he
Allow
burns
me to
us.
say with all of my heart and soul, fuck the fire elemental.
Well, I'm going to, so...
If I took all of that help for myself, I would still be below half.
Okay, so okay, I'm gonna step in it too at some point. So we all gaining 58.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yep, I'm max. I was only shy 30.
Yeah, I think I was down 26.
Yeah, Karen was doing his usual job of just eating so much damage.
Yeah, buddy.
Ooh, stuff this fire elemental inside of you.
Hey,
Wait,
in this
wait,
world, that works.
We're all getting 58 health from this?
Could I eat the fire
Yeah,
elemental?
because we're each walking through it each turn.
Works for me. I'm at 80, so I'm slightly above my, Yeah, I'm slightly above bloodied.
You're almost
You have
at
a
my
lot of
max
hit
hit
points.
Yeah, you're a barbarian. You just
I don't even have 80 max.
I have 135 max.
I got 112.
I guess what I'll do is, while we're doing this, I'll have like the fire elemental patrol around.
Just
Okay.
just touching things, setting things on fire. You know,
Yes, smoking out anybody left in the buildings.
burning down every building.
Yeah. So what exactly is the plan? Amber, a minute goes by. You looks like you have a second. Ambercup, you said you were going to go investigate some of the buildings.
I'm gonna warn him that I think that I saw some more troops from the shadow plane.
Yeah, where the hell were you? What happened?
Definitely
That is very important.
Yeah,
Where were you?
what
the
did you
hell happened?
do?
Wherever Metzger goes. Where is that? The
Ethereal
shadow plane? The ethereal plane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever he
Matthias,
is,
you're
that's
familiar-
where I
you're
went.
familiar You can traverse the material plane, or to the material to the ethereal plane.
You got banished to the ethereal plane? That's horrible.
At least it
Oh, that
wasn't
happened
the
to me
fire
once
plane.
in another game.
Mm-hmm. Give me
What's it like over there?
You don't. Although you're familiar with like the various theories of the planes, your original suspicion is that he would send you to the elemental plane of fire. It looks like that's where he would send you if he wanted you banished, whereas you were put in the ethereal plane to be held until they were ready.
Because mind flayers can go there and eat brains.
Make some babies, eat some dinner.
Gross.
If you're gonna go start checking out some of these buildings, go ahead and position yourselves accordingly.
I'll
Did
probably,
Metzger still just fuck off? Is he not back yet?
No, he's not back yet.
probably stay near Amber Cup while she perceives I'll investigate.
That flamboyant fuck.
Oh, Spider Climb was concentration, so I was coming down at some point.
I'll be
And-
following along behind you guys.
And I'd probably send the fire elemental in first, or suggest it goes in first.
Agreed.
It's not
Okay.
separate.
And I could stand inside of it if I wanted to. Because
Okay.
I can.
The fire elemental kind of squeezes down and slips under the floor and goes inside.
Do you see anything in there? I say in Ignan.
Yes.
What's in there?
Bunch of drums of gasoline.
He becomes a raid
Um,
boss. He absorbs it all.
He says fleshy two legs. You're guessing he means people.
What are they doing?
I see kindling that walks.
Says standing.
What's he see in there?
Fleshy two legs that walk. They're standing.
Ew!
He's fully in the room, and you're kind of shouting to him.
Does he have soldiers or hostages in there?
Well, I'm telepathically speaking to him.
Oh, okay.
Because that's a thing,
Neat.
right? I'm pretty
Is
sure
it?
that's a thing. I can speak to him telepathically with Dominate Monster.
Can you?
I think that's what it said. That's how I give him the directions.
Oh, okay.
I'll look it up to double check. If not, I'm speaking in Ignan because I doubt it can speak anything else.
Yep, you have a telepathic link.
There we go.
Okay.
in there, big boy?
So he's fully in the room.
Are they armed?
Yes.
They're
With a
stabbing me
shear
right
and
now.
Are they attacking you?
No.
Just standing there?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have spears?
No.
Well, I'm asking because didn't the gladiators or whatever they are have spears?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had spears. These, you're
It's a
asking
bunch of
about
little
their,
girls with
They've
halberds.
got a variety of weapons.
All right. Well, come on out. And then I
Okay.
tell the group everything I heard. Or I was told. I whisper because I can.
Maybe just generic Metzger goons? Hmm?
Maybe. If Metzger was here, I'd ask him.
All right. What's the plan?
What could go wrong?
I-
Want me to kick the door in? You want the elemental to burn the door in?
I knock on the door.
No sound returns.
I know you're in there.
Nothing.
Hmm.
Want me to try, little lord?
You can be more persuasive with these kind of people. 5, 10. And then,
That's a word for it.
as soon as combat breaks out, I want the fire elemental to go in there and attack things and set them on fire.
If combat breaks out.
If combat breaks out, yeah.
All
You
right.
probably have ready action, so be careful.
Karen, you kicking the door in?
I am kicking the door in. Advantage on this. Even without rage. Thank God for the bear totem.
Mm-hmm.
Bam!
All right. Your foot splinters the door and throws it off its hinges.
It's a lot of whatever those are.
You get a chance to look around. You kind of, blades at the ready. You are ready to throw down and fucking rumble. Every one of these guys looks like the soldiers you've been tussling with. They all are standing with their backs to the wall and their heads lolled slightly. Their eyes carry only a vacant expression staring.
They're empty people suits.
In the center of the room, there is a recently cut stairwell that descends to the lower levels.
Good first pick. Should
I'm gonna go and look at one of these dudes that are just lining the walls. I don't like leaving a bunch of enemy soldiers behind me to a single entrance place.
If they're empty, like, if I think their brains were eaten and there's no way to reverse to dominate, I'd probably have the fire elemental set them all on fire.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna look this one over. Any visible wounds on him?
Getting a look at him? No visible wounds at all.
Huh. I want to snap my fingers in front of his face. Anything? Any reaction? Just
No reaction yet.
Matthias.
Can I
look
see
at
what
You
they're
him.
can see
affected
them
by?
breathing though. What's
Right.
more confusing is that not only are they clutching weapons, they are not only are they armed and armored, they are holding weapons in their hands.
So these are
I'm gonna-
basically for when they're activated by the mind flayers.
Well, all right.
All right.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take Ignis Fang and fucking cut this one's throat. See if I set off the alarm
Wait.
bar or something.
I was gonna do a like any check to see if this condition's reversible.
Oh, go for it. If you want to stop me, go for it.
Hold on a second. I want to investigate this further. Would that be an Arcana? See if they're under effects of any magic.
As you wish, little lord.
Makes me laugh. Go ahead. You
Not
look at
bad
these
for a
things
12.
very, very closely.
I can hit so many.
Karen kind of draws back his axe, ready to just sort of take this thing's head off while it's
Great
while
sword,
it's
you
right
fuck.
there. Or sorry, he draws back his greatsword, ready to take this thing's head off. The moment before he does, I'll just tell you flat out right now, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, I won't.
Not you, Matthias. Karen, you have no idea yet.
All right. What do I know?
I'm just that should not happen. Don't let him hit him.
Don't hit him.
Okay. What you know, these guys are very likely armed and armored, not necessarily for use as field troopers, but in fact because they are incubators. At this moment, tiny elithids are growing basically inside their bodies, feeding off of them, until the moment that they finally die, and out steps a young elithid. They are armed and armored, so if anyone were to enter their hatchery, they would find it not undefended. They would be swarmed immediately by hosts of soldiers that all rose up to fight them. Ultimately, even if they fall in battle, or still provide food for the young illithid.
So I'm liking the idea of setting them on fire and having them burn forever.
Yeah, that
However,
sounds.
if you start hitting one of them, they are all going to wake up.
I am gonna sheath Ignis Fang and step away.
Let's back out of here.
Oh, wait. This thing's breeding more.
And if we try to go deeper, they might all activate anyways.
That's true, and we do need
Well.
to burn them, but they're beefy.
You would think that hatching a brood of these things would have you bring them down deeper.
There's probably way more deeper. I did pick up a lot of Mind Flayer potentials.
Mm-hmm.
Way
Well,
beneath.
I think if the thing dashes, it could set all of them on fire and then run out. And then we could hold the door closed. Oh wait, it's off its hinges. Fuck.
Is that the plan? Try to find some way to seal them in there. Use the elemental to ignite them all and everything inside.
That seems like a good idea to me. What do you guys think?
No.
Let me step out and say, hey, what you guys find in there?
Are there any windows to this place?
Hatchery.
Windows to this place.
No windows at all.
What are the walls made of?
Stone.
As long as they don't climb the walls, I guess. Is the roof also? I think the roof is wood, right?
It's wood supports, but it's ultimately sort of like the stone slate shingles. They have to
Alright,
climb
cool.
pretty far vertically.
Remember that tower that we broke apart? How about we stack some rubble in front of the doorway?
That's a good idea, but leave an inch gap for the elemental to go through, and then get back
Oh,
out.
yeah.
This is a bunch of loose rocks. He's gotta have inch holes no matter what I try.
Fuck, wall of stone is concentration as well, because I had that prepared. No, I don't. Fuck. I keep forgetting what I have prepared and I don't. Thankfully, this
Good.
little marker.
I could erupting earth in front of the door and then laugh at them as they climb out of the pile on fire.
I could also
Hard
throw down a
time.
spike growth and just, let that build up damage.
That'll work.
I'm just gonna sigh and hand Matthias my skin, let him be useful for that while I go get the rubble.
All right.
What'd you say, Karen?
Your voice cut out a little.
Hold my water skin, Matthias. I'll get the rubble.
Don't drink any.
Wait, speaking of water skin, I have the anti-magic one. That might be helpful? I don't know.
Well, with these guys, the problem isn't so much magical; it's that they have a literal larva inside them.
That's true.
Yeah,
This is biological, not really magic.
Mike found a way to put my two favorite enemies together.
Hey, it solves the problem of whether or not you would have advantage on a creature because it has lithids inside it.
The one we broke down is up,
I am going to
Up
put
left.
things in other things.
This one was broken apart too a bit.
oh, so
I
is this
prob-
one. This one is broken a
Oh.
bit too.
Yeah. I probably shouldn't use spike growth because then that would also hurt the elemental.
Alright, I'll move out of the way so Karen can just, like, do his
I
thing.
feel like the elemental's going to have a lot of chances to break free the second he starts getting into combat with these guys.
Yeah.
Unless, I doubt, well, I don't know how it works, but I'm pretty sure they don't have ready actions. And he doesn't have to attack to set things on fire, he just runs through them and then just runs out.
Yeah.
And he has 50 movement speed, so
Alright,
if he dashes...
So let me get the plan straight. You're gonna bury the door, leave the fire elemental inside, and just tell him to rush around and set as much shit on fire as possible inside there.
and then come right back out. Focus on the people.
Do you
Send
think
it-
he'll be able to get back out?
Yes.
Would it be? Is he able to move them?
You're trying to bury the door, right?
I'm assuming you guys filled
He can-
me in on
he
how
can
this
squeeze.
works and what those are.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
he
I
can
said-
squeeze to
to
a
a-
pretty impressive degree.
Yeah, that's why I said we're going to leave a gap so he can get through.
Okay, all right. So you are gonna leave a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, I think it's
Alright.
like an inch it has to be. Or something.
Should he pile up the bodies first, or can we not even move them?
You wouldn't even trust
I
me.
wouldn't touch him. Where's Metzger when you need him?
All right. Anything
Bury him
else
in
you're
there,
gonna
too.
do in there? Before you barricade the door, it's possible that if they put out all the fires, they might all live, and if they all live, they're gonna kick through basically literally anything.
That's a good point.
If
I
we-
forgot. Takes an action.
They're not under a
Yeah.
kind of spell. They're under a biological, like, kind of stasis or sleep. Because if we kill off the mind flayer, it's not gonna like release them from their stasis, and then
They
they'll be
still
Still
locked.
got bugs in them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so they'll still be unconscious.
Wait. I have the perfect
Like,
plan.
do we want to risk this then?
Probably not. But I have the perfect plan. We introduce another larva. Get the slot. they'll fight.
What, and they fight?
Yeah.
The larvas will fight each other.
Oh my god, I just picture for all the cool, like,
No,
little
that's how
stories
you
I
get
had, like,
a slod flayer. a mine slod.
I just picture, like, off on one side you have tiny Karen hanging out with Pumpkin and all the adventures they get into, and then on a new cartoon comes out, it's now Baby Slod and Baby Flayer getting into all kinds of hijinks, eating tiny brains.
Yeah. Also,
Get up here.
I mean, the ceiling is stone. If we take out the supports, they'll be trapped under that. But then we won't be able to go down the stairs.
Well, not without unburying it.
I do
Yeah,
have
some
flasks
sort.
of oil as well that I can throw in there. I have 5 flasks that I can use.
Okay, so you're gonna, yeah, that would work. Here's the thing: you dump oil around like the feet of the roof. Just get the fire going to the point where it's beyond controlling. That's really the only point of using a fire to kill people in a situation like this.
Yes, and then we'll trap them inside. Are we villains?
No, because these aren't innocent people this time.
No, these were dicks even when they were alive.
If
Okay,
they're
good.
doomed, then this is mercy.
Yeah.
But a question: do we think that? So once that body dies, the elephant inside comes out.
If
If
the body is just killed, the elephant will stay inside until it's done eating.
So
Does anyone have a polymorph to make someone assist in dismantling a building?
I'm concentrating right now. I can't.
I was just hoping that, like, I want to make sure that if we burn this shit, that we are going to be able to kill them, and they're not just going to like wake
Yeah.
up as soon as the host stops and then crawl away.
No, they're
No.
very likely to just die in the effort. Burning a body is a surefire way to kill most
Besides-
parasites.
Well, they're
Surefire,
not the
fuck
type
you.
of parasite that can detach. They're stuck in there.
No,
No, they're inside. They actually have to eat their way out.
Yeah, he can't just like, oh, fuck this,
Yep.
leave.
Yep.
Like
It's
a
like a
tick
really-
would, you know, it can back out anytime it wants.
It's a really awful Stromboli.
I also feel the moment we start this, the mind pyre might notice and appear because we are killing
absolutely.
babies.
I imagine it would upset him.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be pissed.
Good.
That's what you get.
Shoot him in the mouth.
All right, so let me get this straight.
I
I'm
mean-
gonna dump the
The
flasks
flasks
of
of
oil around their feet.
Yep.
Barricade the door and send in the fire elemental.
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm putting on that firewood. I'm still carrying around too.
All right,
There's a bunch of bushes. You want to
throw
throw
it in
some
there.
trees in there
Take
too?
that.
I knew this would come in handy.
All right, are you guys emotionally prepared to see the results? You've
Yes.
buried the door with huge chunks of stone. And somebody say go.
I'm gonna
Hold on.
move away.
I'm gonna make sure I'm behind something.
Yeah, I'm getting up on whatever this thing is in case I need to start shooting or dropping a fucking spike growth.
I'm gonna hide in the bush. Do we still have pass without trace?
God no.
God no. I'm still concentrating on Hunter's Mark technically.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well,
I'm
Stealth
just
check.
gonna leave that on until I find a reason to do something else.
I'm not even bothering with stealth. I'm not here to be. I'm trying to get cover, not fucking hidden.
All right.
when
And
Karen
you're in
says
position.
go,
What's Andy doing?
Andy, what are you doing?
Oh god.
Oh, you're trying to go! And all goes, huh? What? Oh, shit!
I mean, I suppose I can just toss produce flame all over, get it started.
Well, the
Yeah, the fire elemental's going in, and he's running around, because magic flames will not be put out until they actually actively put an effort to put them out.
Okay.
Fire elementals, like, their flames are, they will, their flames.
Self-sufficient.
Okay, yeah, then
Yeah, they're assholes.
they're adorable.
All right.
When
You
Karen
hear,
says go, that's when he runs in.
Karen, say it.
Go.
The fire elemental dives through the tiny gap, and immediately you hear the crackling of flames, and sort of an unearthly sort of moaning sound that begins with that just echoes into a chorus. Matthias, you have the very like the connection to this thing as it's running around. Yes, it is in fact managing to touch them all, but it is taking some blows. The second one got hit, every other one of them came alive, and blades and axes began lashing out. it darts back and forth, trying to connect with each one of them, passing through each one of them once. After a few sort of tense moments, the sounds of sort of moans, moans of sort of empty vessels reacting as the crackling fire scorches their skin. There is the sound, kind of the sound of a hiss, and you lose connection with your fire elemental.
Oh no, I lost the fire elemental, guys, but everything should be on fire, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
You then start to see the figures, flaming bodies slamming into the stones at the door. One after another, they pile, slamming, and the smell of choking, charnel, burning flesh begins to radiate out from the inside. From somewhere deep below you, you hear a screech, an absolute screech of fury in your heads. You hear, essentially, hold on, let me just go ahead and...
Guys, I think that really upset him. That was kind of mean.
Guys, come on.
You hear an absolute screech of fury. You dare. How dare you? And everybody, hold on. Where's the other guy? Karen, you are crouched behind the well. You
Yeah.
look up and see from the well, out popped.
Oh.
I'm gonna shoot it.
From this small thatch hut over here, the door slams open and out pops a mind flayer.
There's a lot to shoot. No.
Oh, hi.
They are pissed. They are so pissed off right now. Now I'm pissed. Royally pissed. Now give me some initiatives.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4 again.
Jesus.
Karen immediately just shoves it back down.
Like off that one thing in One Piece, the zombie.
Yeah.
Hi,
Nope.
how you doing? Just dope.
We should have blocked that with this piece of rubble. Oh well, at least I'm gonna get dominated right away, guys.
Probably.
We're all gonna get swooped and just in mass.
Still need an Andy.
Andy.
New initiative, Andy.
Andy, you slut. What? What am I looking at?
The guy
Poking a hornet's
beehive.
nest.
Or
Oh,
a hornet's nest, yeah.
Jesus. And what's your
Me and
fucking
Andy
problem?
are ready for war, apparently.
What's the problem, Andy?
At least I go before mine players.
I go
All right,
after.
Karen,
Oh shit, Flare! Gotta fucking hurt him.
bring the pain.
I am going to rage. I have one left after this.
This is the last one you need.
So you say that. Now watch, they're all gonna be fucking illusory. Crunch. Crunch.
Yeah, you bring your axe into this. Or, fuck you! Use an axe. You're not even a real barbarian. Use an axe.
You're the one that gave him a +2 great sword.
Well,
Yeah.
that's not. That's fuck you. Fuck you. Piece of shit. No one asked you.
I asked him.
I
So
didn't
you
have
just
any
collapse the
defense, all right?
fucking well.
Yeah, you bring the hammer down on this guy. Metaphorically, you bring the hammer down. He is not in good shape. You cleave this thing heavy across the torso twice. Bits of a dark purplish blood drip down through the through the well opening. And do not speak a sound against water. It's very clear that this is yet another entrance to a lower level.
Makes sense.
He's not happy, you guys.
Good.
He's not happy.
Finish him, Andy.
Balthus.
I like how I rolled a double
Oh,
ones on my
shit.
damage. That 23 is me rolling absolute minimum.
See? Aren't you glad
Did you
you're
add the
cool?
proper rage damage this time?
Yes.
These ones don't look.
Okay, good.
vampiric like the other.
No, they look like regular mind
Oh,
flayers.
these things are getting fucked up.
Burn it, Andy.
Oh god.
Burn.
Chuck a flaming fastball at it.
I was actually going to. I'm going to go for the flaming sphere on this one in the well.
Just
All
don't.
right.
Is he still down in the well? or is he
No,
popped
he's popped back
Ah,
out.
shit. Because if he was still, like, peeking up over and I could plug the well with a flaming sphere.
Well, if you kill it, then you can plug it, maybe.
Watch, it's, like, leaking natural gas and just
Hold on.
turns into a cannon.
whole fucking area blows up. Like when a gas station's like deep underground vein goes up.
And it just kind of makes that because it just blasts fire. Okay, that's okay. Concentration up to a minute. Okay, cool. We'll just use the regular level 2 slot.
That's right there, Jake.
Thinking about a cone of cold from
Huh?
there.
Oh, does that still add the wisdom bonus on the damage, or is that only on like healing stuff?
For what?
The damage on the fireball.
Unless you have a special.
Flame sphere?
Flame sphere, yeah.
No, it doesn't add your wisdom unless it says it does.
Ah, that's right.
Like Jake in
Yeah,
his
it's like the
application.
cure thing, not the. All right, it's on top of the well.
He just takes the damage? Any deck save or anything?
Should be a deck save.
Yeah, dex to half it.
Sorry, I just saw the fucking picture you linked.
Damn.
Wow. All right, so he only takes. He's not happy.
He is
He's
dead.
definitely not happy.
How tall is this thing that I'm standing on? Like, am I within the reach of the one below me?
Yes, but only because he's 9 feet tall. Or he's like 8 feet tall.
Big dick.
Shoot him right between the eyes.
Oh, let's scoot away. Make that
Alright.
disadvantaged attack.
He's lashing out with one of his tentacles. It tries to grab you by the leg.
Yeah, for
Yeah, that hits.
disadvantage.
With this.
Oh, I know it misses then. Good.
All right.
Okay, now I'm shooting that one in the well because I don't want it to get a turn, and I'm going before it, so advantage. Fuck you.
All right. And corpse.
Wait, hold on.
I need to second.
Extra corpse.
All right. He drops back into the well with a sickening thud, thud, thud every time his head kind of clinks off one of the side stones.
There's another well wisher.
I was gonna say I assume I can see the other well.
From up there, yes, you can.
All right. Your bitch.
Is there a cool one-liner for him falling down a well?
Plunk.
Oop.
Ow.
I don't know. I hit that twice.
26 damage is still damn good, man.
I'm assuming none of these are the Mind Pyre still. That's a no hunter's mark.
Hold on. No, none of these are the big one. But that fucking hurts. That is 3 even. He lets out a hiss of pain as the lightning slams into his chest.
In this action, yeah, I can probably get this up the roof easily. I'm glad I can just ignore difficult terrain and just go places.
Oh, the places you'll go.
Glad you guys left me in a bush.
And for whatever reason, this thing's being dumb and remove the... Oh, because the Mind Flayer I rolled initiative for has been moved to another.
You get a 7.
Mm-hmm. Alright. It is now their turns.
Hopefully it doesn't see me with my roll of 11. I think it was
Let's
11.
find out.
Yeah, it was 11.
Let's find out.
Probably.
Probably sees me.
This one a short distance off the ground. Amber Cup. Are you
Oh, the
emotionally
peacock
prepared for a whoop?
No.
Unit save.
Ooh.
Yay! You take no damage. You duck behind the side of the roofing, drop your head low, and it the psychic energy cascaded over the side of the building. You avoid it completely.
No, her brain just works differently than others. It's not used to it.
It's adapting.
Matthias.
Why'd you see me?
Sweet tentacly love.
I'm gonna fucking shield that.
Okay. The tentacles start reaching over and trying to find home. You throw out both arms, and a pulsing shield throws them aside. That's all he's got.
I have been rubbed before by your kind. I enjoyed it.
Now just jam your hand to his crotch and use, shocking grasp. And run.
Just shove your thumbs in his eyes.
Exactly.
And then do shocking grasp.
Does he have a metal armor like the other one did? Like a breastplate or anything?
Matthias, you're up.
He's
Mike.
asking you a question, Mike.
Yeah. Does he have metal armor?
No.
Alright. I just didn't know because I think you
No,
said the
they're all
Mind
wearing
Pyre did?
fancy dresses.
Shock
Yep,
him anyway.
enjoy that image while you fight.
Fuck. That would have been a crit.
That would have been a hell of a crit. Jesus.
Yeah, would've. It still hurts like hell, though. This guy he lurches back and just
5, 10. Well, this is rough terrain, isn't it? This bush.
Yep.
That was a hell of a...
10.
Even
20,
without it, that was a hell of a grab, man.
Just climb the building.
25. That probably would be easier.
Nope.
How much movement does it take to climb the building?
Double.
Yeah, double.
And I'm wearing gloves, so yay. So,
Why aren't you an athlete like
10.
me?
15, 20, and then it's 10 to get down, right? Double movement.
Or you can just swan dive.
He also already used his reaction to try and slap me, so I mean, you didn't have to
Wait,
shocking grasp.
back there, 20,
No, because he had a turn since then.
and boom.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because I'm staying out of
why
that.
are you so slow?
Actually, be be right there, and that's 30 movement.
All right. You hear a howl from the outside. The wolves that had been laying in ambush finally get their signal. They are on the attack.
Ah. Fucking wolf.
Bring it on, you little shits.
40. Ooh, so close.
There's gonna be so many of them all grouped together.
Bring it on, you little shits.
Matthias, how many fireballs can you do now?
That's rough. Oh, they're going around.
They're going a lot of different directions.
Well, I mean, that's still. Oh wait, no. Is that still rough terrain?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure you knew.
Yeah. These guys are dashing. This is basically all they've got good speed, and they come in with
Like a wrecking
good
ball.
speed. Unfortunately,
Speed.
there's limits to that.
Where's that one trying to go? Thinking it's cool.
Check my movement on that. Nope, he can go here. Alright, the wolves rush into the field. Karen, you're up.
I'm gonna start fucking plinking at some wolves. Fucking there's 3 of them. Why not? Just
Dad.
crunch on the first wolf.
Yep. They're fucking wolves.
That are, made of wolf stuff. Not magic stuff, just wolf stuff.
For all I know, there's some horror fucking
You've been
vampiric half-wolves.
violently bisected the first wolf.
Sweet.
13 AC, 11 hit points.
Ah, yeah.
Perfect.
To the next one.
You almost can't not kill them. And yet you proved me wrong.
You jinxed me there.
Hey, this is your fault.
To the next one. 2 wolves dead. Okay.
But the best part was, if you weren't power attacking and that wasn't a crit, it would have if you're not power attacking, you can't miss except for a 1.
I would have missed anyways.
All right. Well, either way, you dropped 2 of the wolves before D&D happened. The one still snarls at you. Let's just go out on a limb and say you weren't you hit them so hard, you were expecting more resistance. You were expecting a parry or a block. You weren't quite expecting what you got, which was to swing so hard your blade passes through him and stuck into the ground. After taking a moment to wrench it free, you were thrown off balance and missed your third swing. Volthus, it is your turn. You've got one wolf in your face and one that was moving around the side to flank.
I'm moving. First off, I'm moving the flaming sphere to the wolf next to Karen. Well, outside of it, so it doesn't burn Karen for being next to it. And then I'm taking a shillelagh swing at this guy in front of me. So here goes the fire.
Nice.
Awesome.
Make
Jesus.
that deck save, Wolf.
Can I make the deck save just to spite us?
Dude, he's gonna.
Oh,
Nope.
he didn't.
Nope.
He almost.
The
Cool.
ball of flame rolls around and engulfs him. He gets out a yowl before it collapses to the ground in a crackling hiss of burnt fur. He is a dead wolf.
Nice.
And that's for the guy in front of me.
And that's for Pearl Harbor.
That's a dead wolf.
And that's another dead wolf.
Good work on that minimum kill.
Hey, you did as many kills as Karen.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. Volthus, you burned up 2 of them and you cleared a path. You want to make a move? Let's move out somewhere. You're standing next to stairs that go up to the side of the wall.
Oh, I thought there was a roof. Hold on. Oh, yes.
It's a little bit of a walkway. It's not much.
I thought it was just a little like awning for supplies or something.
Ah, that's what that
Yeah, let's go up it, and then I'm gonna start running along the walls, maybe over to these towers.
Okay, just bear in mind that the towers are 15 feet higher than the top of the wall.
That's fine. We'll just
Gotta
at least
gotta
get a vantage
parkour.
point. 2,
Parkour.
4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, since that was
Yeah.
stairs, it didn't cost you any extra movement to go up that way. You
Nice.
rush up the stairs.
Wood elf speed.
There's 10 wolves up there.
Maybe Illith is just chasing after wolves.
And hold on.
Oh.
Where's that mind pyre? He's popping in soon.
Indeed, he is.
He was just waiting for his
Uh,
swoop.
The mist rises through the slats in the roof and reforms. The mine fire has entered the battlefield.
There's a lot of secret entrances in this bitch. We gotta just collapse everything, guys.
I mean, he just goes ethereal. He can just go wherever the fuck he wants.
Uh-huh. All right, he has reformed. Amber Cup, it is your turn.
Oh, how convenient. Let's make these first ones at the wolves to help Matthias out.
Very much helpful.
Of all the characters, I feel like he's the most susceptible to just getting torn apart by wolves. Like,
Sorry, I shouldn't think that image is so funny, but I fucking do.
I survived a
It's funny
lich,
'cause
can't survive wolves.
It's one of those things that the wizard is so fucking underappreciated sometimes because you look at the kind of like, okay, look, it's an elemental. Nah, I'm just gonna give me that, it's mine now. Just fucking commandeering dominated battlefield positioning, but the second somebody goes, ah man, it'd be a shame if our wizard got torn apart by regular wolves. It's
really?
What's that, Amber Cup? You missed the wolf?
I literally only can miss on one.
all right. You got 2 dead wolves. No, you can make a third strike. If you're
I'm
you have 2 right
volleying.
next to each other. Oh, okay. So
Because
Give me
the
one more.
fucking mind flayer's right there. Why not?
Keep going then, man.
I
Yeah.
no, I only have one dead wolf because that was a nat 1.
all right, so we're going same thing, top to bottom.
So 2 dead wolves and 1 missed, despite reasons.
All right, and give me a roll for the mind flayer.
Oh,
Crit. Do it.
16 and 16 damage.
Consistency.
ah.
All right. Another bolt hits it. It is not happy with you.
Good.
Good.
Actually, no, he's going to have to go up and over. Let's
Yeah.
see. Hold on.
And I like this big roof over here, but it's gonna collapse soon, probably.
Yeah. How those wailing babies sound like right now, Mike?
Levitates up and over. Matthias. Oh, yeah, the moaning is horrifying, and I'm sure you would have nightmares if you could stop dealing with the nightmares that are literally trying to suck your brains out. That would
Yeah,
be
this is-
horrifying, but not nearly as horrifying as what might be about to happen anyway.
This is just all a Bloodborne scenario right now. Just the moaning in the background, torture
on.
screams and mind flayers.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Dun 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 dun. Matthias, 10 tickles are coming for you.
I'm gonna shield it.
All right. Matthias, you are not having that thing get in your head. You like your brain. You don't want him to have it.
Yes.
For the moment, you know what's funny? This is the first time he had a foop ready, and there's nothing to foop really. It's just Matthias.
he
That's a
can
shame.
he can foop the dogs
He could foop the dog.
and
He
the other
loves
mind
dogs.
flayer.
He could have fooped the mind flayer. Let's see. Oh yes, and we got one more. And let's see how he does. Wrong button. Wrong. 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 He is not foop ready.
All
Yep.
you gotta do is just drop a fireball on yourself, Matthias.
10, 20, 25. He closes ranks. He reaches out with his tentacles. He's coming for that brain.
Oh, is he
Give me that
flying?
brain. What's that?
What was he flying? Oh, okay.
Yes, he is. Same kind of limited flight that it looks like the other one has been demonstrating.
Just slap aside
nope.
the tentacles.
Nope, he's got fucking nothing. He's got nothing on those tentacles. And the other one is a corpse. Matthias.
Well, I'm gonna misty step, but I need to figure out where I'm gonna misty step.
Into the burning building.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd survive the burning, but not everything else.
mauling.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm assuming the roof is too high for me to misty step to, because 30 feet.
Yeah, you can do it. I'm not going to nitpick the little distances.
You sure?
Give me a D20. Give me an acrobatics check, DC 10. You're going to catch the corner of the roof.
I don't think I want to do this.
I believe in you. It'll be really cool, Matthias.
Do it. Do
Oh.
it, bitch.
It will be really cool.
I believe in you. Like a band-aid, brother. Like a band-aid.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
I'm
that how
gonna
you
do-
kill your characters?
that's
Just
how-
like a band-aid?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not a link.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened there.
That's 3 spell points. So let's get rid of those. That way,
How about that?
committed to this.
Acrobatics, buddy. Come on.
Acrobatics.
9. Hey! You almost crit.
I was worried.
All right. Yep. You teleport right on the edge, or the edge of the building. It crumbles slightly, and you stagger forward. You are up on the roof.
Alright, so 5. Let's measure some distances here. I'm gonna... that doesn't want to help. Yeah, I'll just...
Just
how high is-
fireball right in the middle?
Yeah, how tall is this guy? In terms of,
Him?
like...
He's like 9 feet tall.
Alright, but I mean, how far off the ground is he? Because this is a 20-foot. If I fireball, will it hit
Total,
him?
His He's about maybe. That's a slightly shorter building. I'd say he's only maybe like 12 feet up at the peak.
Alright, so fireball should hit him then.
Yeah, if you detonate it in the air.
Alright, yeah, I'll do that then. Make sure I hit everything there.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
Piece of shit.
Well, I had advantage anyway, but still. Piece of shit.
I'm not gonna save for the wolf.
It wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't.
Because half of 32 is still dead.
All
I have
right.
to save for the
And the
mind
oth-
flayer.
And the other.
Man, if only I had some more ranged weaponry.
10,
Ever the
Well,
maid
get over
of
here and I'll give you my other
20.
longbow.
Just vent all your fury into that one wolf up there.
Just pick it up and eat it.
All right. Anything else, Matthias?
Did the other mind flayer make it safe?
It didn't roll.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's another. Oh yeah, he's in range. Hold on.
Get him.
No,
Sucker dirt.
he is in not good shape.
He's toasty.
Wait, does he... I'm gonna hate myself, but does he also have the magic resistance?
Yes, holy shit, yes he does. I thought that was from the other part. You are correct. He manages to make the save. He is in slightly better shape, but still not good shape.
Well, maybe he should work out. You know, lift with those face tentacles. Little
You're regret
dumbbells.
Nothing that I do for you, Jake.
I'm waiting for one to just beat the shit out of you with its face tentacles.
I'm just happy I can use shield,
All right.
or have been able to use it. Although I'm
20,
almost out of spell
25,
points. So
30, 35, 40. Wow. Volthus, you managed to get exactly far enough that this guy cannot quite get to you. He has to dash for the last 5 feet, but he closes ranks.
Wood elf speed.
Wood elf speed, rough terrain on one side, and a corpse in front of him. He closes ranks, but that's as close as he can get. You're about like 12 feet in the air, just high enough you can see over the edge of the wall.
Karen, get over here.
your snack is on the building.
Karen,
Andy, I assume you can handle the wolf. He's your best friend and everything. So,
Yeah, he's fine.
all right.
Do you ignore difficult terrain?
No, I do
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
You could jump over it.
Why?
It'll give you your movement back.
You know what? I'm just gonna I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna climb this fucking thing. I'm gonna get up in his face.
all right.
Put your brain right in there so it's easier for him.
If he's focusing on me, I'm pretty sure Ambercup can. Oh yeah, she has a mind flare too. Well,
Yeah, I'm not that worried.
All right, so you're gonna rush up to
10,
the
15, 20.
rush up to him right at the top.
Yep.
All right.
How tall's this building?
Yeah, it's like 12 feet tall at the peak.
Cool. All right then.
I want
Maybe like
this
8 feet
mind
at the
flare to
others.
kill us all.
That means I can get right up in his noggin and get fooped. Hi.
Yeah.
You are indeed right up in his noggin. Volthus.
Okay. How much? No, we're up high, so I would have to. Okay. Gonna
Animal
move the
dude,
flaming
too.
sphere. Since I don't have. Oh, do I have enough? I forgot that
Here.
I was on the wolf corpse. So.
So 30 feet. Yeah, you got him. Just fucking roll it.
Yeah, but I have to get up elevation too.
A
We're up, what,
squared plus
15
B
feet?
squared equals C squared.
You're up.
You're up about 12 feet.
You start moving
Okay,
it the other way
so-
towards the flares.
Here,
This can be your flaming sphere.
Well, I'm just wondering. It's 20 feet away from the square it was left in, and it's 15 feet up. So that's a. Can't do that.
Usually just
Can't do math.
count it.
So 35. So I won't be able to reach the wolf with it. Okay, then I'm going to send it into the building to keep it burning.
Okay.
Just to add a little bit of fire to it, and then I'm going to drop it to spider climb myself, and I'm going to run along the wall. 4, 5, 6. Is that gate closed?
No, it's open.
Okay. Does it have an arch or a frame
Mhm.
that I can? Okay, I'm running across the frame on the next turn.
All right.
All right.
Does that provoke from the wolf?
I like-
No. Wait. Yes.
He
He
would get one snapping attempt.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Fuck 'em.
All right.
All right, he's going to.
This is the first attack a wolf's gotten to make, isn't it?
Well, this is actually important because
Ha! Suck it.
Because knocking people down would have.
Oh, yeah, that would have made a huge difference.
All right.
All right.
That's as far as he took a snap at your heels, but he could not connect.
And then I'm going to, on the next turn, I'm jumping across this gap to grab the other wall. It's going to be cool.
Karen.
Am I
Hold on.
getting fooped? Making it save?
The Mind Flayer, it turns and takes like a step back, going kind of the tentacles flare out, and you can tell it's getting ready to hit you with something hard.
Bring it.
Are you emotionally prepared?
Bring it.
You see a small puff of smoke.
Sorry.
A small puff of smoke, accompanied by... Hold on.
Did Mexico get his brain eaten?
No! He popped out of the ethereal plane and brings the back half of of what looks to be a battle axe across the back of his knee.
Ooh.
Hold on.
He tripped him.
He
See,
might
that's
drop
strength
it
save.
tonight.
Hold on.
He practiced. Did he skip leg day? Yeah.
He skipped leg day. He drops down to one knee. Metzger dismounts and basically gives him the people's elbow. He's attempting to grapple.
I love this flamboyant fucking elf right now.
Hold on.
It's a good thing I didn't put a wall of fire there like I wanted.
Well, he'd have been fine. Hold on. Whoop. And
Is that
There
also
you
for
are.
the Mind Pyre?
the Mind Pyre, he does not have any athletics at all, so he's just gonna get a strength.
Eat shit.
All right. He
He
kind of
could
drops down and kind of
acrobatics.
grabs him by the one arm, wraps it around by another leg, and somehow or other winds up completely tied up in this thing.
Just stab straight through him. Don't stop until you're through Metzger too.
All right, baby.
This thing's not happy. No, it is not.
Ooh.
Uh,
Stake its heart.
I would if it was my turn.
there's an enormous, hold on, cock.
Yeah.
It hisses in rage, and then, hold on, almost.
It X's itself out.
Poops his pants.
Gotta check something.
Mike, what you doing?
I love it,
There is
AJ.
an explosion of mist.
He pooped his pants.
Thick, choking fog all engulfs everyone on the roof. It is now heavily obscured. You cannot see through it.
Now's your
I'm
time
angry.
to sunbeam.
Africa, your turn.
Oh yeah, that was the Mind Pyre turn out the regular flares.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna scoot. Give me that disadvantage, Slappy.
Double
And here
crits.
it comes.
Double crits.
Yep. Yeah, one of these days you're gonna get double 20s and just fucking just elbow you to the ground.
I'm pretty sure it's happened before, but no.
16 misses.
No, I have 18.
Nice.
Because mage
All right.
armor. Good thing they don't
it
dispel that.
lunges for you and tries to grab you.
Denied. And I'm gonna shoot him because I can't see into that big mist anymore.
Just shoot the one on the roof?
Yep.
Ow.
There is much owl.
Quit it.
No.
Do it again.
Stop it and quit it. Ow.
Is that it?
A 15 hits them exactly.
Okay. I would hope it had slightly less armor than the Mind Pyre.
But yes, these guys are squishier.
I think the
You kind
mind
of hit
pyre's
him
a
and
little
his
breastplate.
spell kind of hangs and leaves him sort of just lolling in the air.
Gross.
What?
That happened in the Drizzt books.
Is
Yeah.
it dead? Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
It's fucking dead.
Its corpse is floating in the air, bleeding to the floor.
That's weird. I don't like it.
That's levitation for you, man.
But, just, man, there's some shit going on in there.
guess he got a volley just to be safe.
Metzger appeared out of nowhere and just started farting, I guess. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would.
Just, that's his smug, you know? Like in the episode of
No.
South Park.
Dash. Dash over. Now stay here. Okay,
All right.
it's my turn.
And
Jokes on that.
yep, from the edges of the smoke,
What's up?
this guy pops
Levi-
out, levitates up slightly, and unleashes an unholy whoop. Everyone on the roof.
Even the dead guy?
Especially the dead guy.
Oh,
Aw.
there's my normal saves.
All right.
That-
You shrugged off the first one, but for the first
I'm
time,
just-
it manages to catch hold. It
I can't
hurts.
dive in front of that, can I? Can I?
No.
Damn. Because I have a higher chance of making the follow-up saves.
Is your bird out?
No.
Okay.
It's dead.
Nah, it's been dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just
Yeah,
remembered. I was like, I haven't seen it around. Has it been just chilling on somebody's shoulder?
No, you killed it a while ago.
I forget how you killed it, but you killed it.
All right, Amber Cup.
And that's why she crashed in the first place.
You dropped the one in front of you. Matthias, you have the intelligence to shrug off the heavy psionic attack. Amber Cup, for the first time, it finally kind of...
I'm not dead yet.
the defense... The defense of your preparation and the simplicity of your thoughts finally wavers. Unfortunately, that is all this Mind Flayer is capable of. Matthias, you're up. Quick, kick her off the roof. That way she'll make a save.
Okay.
Is that how it works?
No.
I'm gonna... I can't really risk any AoEs because I can't see to exclude people. So,
That's fine. They'll be okay.
yeah, I mean, out of sight, out of mind, you know.
I'll just
Fireball.
murder this other player.
I mean, for me, I don't really care because I can take the hit. I can take the heat and the hit. Yeah. Just don't
That's
fool
what I
me
do.
yourself and I'll be fine.
I wish I had a swoop.
The bolt sears into him. He is unpleasantly hurt, barely clinging to life as he kind of wobbles back and forth, the searing mark all over the front of his chest piece.
Now the wolf casts Spider Climb on itself and chases Voltus.
The wolf sprints after Volthus, kind of hot, like he's basically under him, trying to jump up and snap at him, but Volthus is up on the tower. He's too high up. The wolf is kind of scratching at the stone. That's all the farther he can get.
No,
Karen,
he's a
you're
wood elf,
up
not a
there.
high elf.
What's that, Mike?
God, this next turn is gonna feel so good. Karen, Metzger is sort of like trying to hold this thing down. He goes, "What's the plan?" Before the end of that last turn, this thing lashes out. You are in range, and as is Metzger. He's gonna take a disadvantaged snag or attempt to basically to bash at her, to grab him with his tentacles by wrapping them backwards around his face.
Hot.
Against Metzger? Oh shit. Well,
Mm-hmm.
the plan is kill it. Damn.
Damn.
Well, damn indeed.
This is a
He goes,
really
"What's
awkward
the plan?"
grapple.
As these things start kind of wrapping up around the side of his neck. Whatever plan you decide to make, don't bother telling him until I make this save.
The grappler has become the grapplee.
This is a really awkward looking grapple.
Made it. All right. He shakes off the
He's
the
smarter than I
psionic
wanted him to
attack
be.
and is still kind of he's also held on the ground, or he's held down with him. But he does still take some ouch.
Guess you gotta cleave through both. It's the only way.
Aaron,
He's pickled.
what you got?
Shoot through.
Yeah,
him.
I'm hacking at this big fuck. He can't move very well right now, so. Neither of
No,
them
he
can move very well right now, so. 19. 20. How's he looking?
Ow. Oop. Let's crack that from Metzger's.
I'm
He's
glad you're
not looking
reckless.
good. You don't doubt that you could drop this guy. You don't doubt that you could drop this guy if you just kept raining blows on him. But I think the question is, what will you do if he escapes again?
Continue burning everything.
Yeah, we keep burning his house down.
Balthus,
Okay, so that cloud is that still up?
Yes, it is.
Okay, can I see through it like when I'm in it at all, like right in front of my
Nope.
face? Oh shit. Oh shit. So I'll slam right in. Okay, so I guess.
It'll be really cool. We'll just jump into it.
Oh yeah. 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I'm skidding to a halt because I can't see through it, but I should still.
you have a good
You have a good sense of what's there. You can hear the.
They're all
They're all three
there.
there.
Oh yeah, but I'm still jumping across the gap and grabbing on to this wall
All right.
All right.
and climbing up to the top of the tower.
You've
You're
cleared.
clear. Yeah, you're there. You can basically almost step to it. Spider climb lets you kind of use your direction freely. So if your hands connect, you basically landed with your feet.
Mhm. Well, that's all of my movement. So I guess hold to blast him with a sunbeam. Should I be able to see him at any time soon or sense him close enough?
All right,
All right,
so you start
start-
dropping a sunbeam, getting ready to throw it at him the second you make contact.
Kamehameha, motherfucker.
All right.
It's gonna happen on my
Metzger
turn.
holds his action. He's going to try and keep him pinned in case. Oh, I'm sorry. Before the end of that turn, another tentacle shoots out. He's going for Karen. Karen.
Is he all? Oh wait, no, because I was reckless. He got me.
Uh huh.
Oh, yep. You're all blind fighting and reckless and
No.
prone.
I'm
There we
staying,
go.
Karen.
The psionic reaches out to you. He's in your mind. His last. Yep. Yep. All right. At the end of his turn, he's
Minus 12.
Hold on. Oh, I forgot he can do this. Wop wop. With the tentacles wrapped around Metzger, even as he's kind of thrashing his neck and pulling away and avoiding the stun, all of a sudden he lets out a howl of pain. He's not stunned, but somehow this is draining from him.
Oh. Ha! Not one.
Nat fucking won. Never mind. He fucking he just awkwardly flails at him.
I mean, it's
Tentacle
fitting
lightly
considering
slapping
he's
the
hugging
skin
him
on
in
his
reverse.
Yeah, but think about it this way: each tentacle has 2 fangs, 2 little vampire fangs. At the end
No,
of
I hate that. Take it back.
Which one's a tiny vampire?
it. Yeah.
No. The fight is dumb. The fight's been dumb. The fight's always been dumb. I'm gonna keep putting stuff and other stuff. It's now his turn. He's gonna try and break the pin.
That's stupid. He
With
should
him
bite
kind
him
of pinned
back.
on his back, he cannot focus his psionic stun forward. He's also got him grappled, so hasn't taken hold either. All right. Yep. He's just gonna try and break the pin. Versus
Perfect.
I
Amber Cup. It's your turn.
Make
love
the
it.
save.
Oh. Whoops.
You made it.
Did you forget the actual Mindfire's turn?
Oh, no. No, he took his turn already trying to break the pin, but my first thought was, wait a minute, he could have drank his brain. Yeah, but he's already got him stunned. He needs to get the fuck away.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well, he could have, well, you know
he's
what?
a little
I
thirsty.
may have, if I fucked up there, I fucked up there. Amber Cup, your turn.
I made my save.
Yay! You make that at the beginning or end of your turn?
I assume the end.
you would know.
Would I?
Mike, why don't you know?
It's at the end of the end of the
each turn.
turn.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what Foop says. End of the turn.
Haha.
He
Are there any
recharges
regular
used
mind
again.
flayers left?
Still just one. He's slightly
Oh.
toasty. So
Nope.
he's extra toasty. He got hit with a part of a fireball and a firebolt.
He reaches out. He reaches out with his mind. He wants you. He wants you.
Who?
He wants Matthias. Give me a wisdom save.
Clearly
Right.
from the makeout session they had earlier.
Well, I mean, is this a spell? Can I counterspell it?
Yes, you can.
I
You
can't
know for a
counter.
fact, this is a fairly powerful spell he's breaking out.
All right, I can't counterspell after I make the save, can I? That'd be.
Nope.
Well, then I guess I'll counterspell.
Eat
All right,
shit.
This is an 8th level spell.
Damn. Well,
Jesus.
good luck. You're
Make
making a
that,
save anyways.
make that int check.
It's just a intelligence check, correct? Just.
Should be.
Yep.
18, buddy. Can you do it?
Yep.
Yes, you can.
All right.
Well done.
You throw out a wave of disruptive magic. It kind of slams into him and he staggers backwards, kind of landing on his ass.
I think his head should explode from that one.
These criticals are better when they need
He
to
gets
be high rolls.
Yeah.
It matters so much better.
he kind of levitates up to his feet and he rushes up to you. Just nothing but fury in his face. He doesn't seem to be aware that Amber Cup has shook off the stun.
Hey.
Matthias.
Shocking grasp. Right to the dick.
Bitch slap him.
No. Ah, fuck. I was hoping
He's
that.
barely clinging to life. He's not doing well.
I was hoping there would be an angle, so if I dispel the fog cloud, it could hit them both. Because then he'd be able to see and sunbeam. But I think more pressing matters are at hand. I can wait.
You gonna dispel the fog cloud?
That's what I was thinking about, but then this guy got in my face.
Yeah, but Amber Cup's fine.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
like
not
that.
fine.
I like that there's still a wolf alive despite everything.
That's a good point. 5, 10.
Let him be. We don't need to
I'll
hurt
move
them.
around
Yeah.
here, and then I'll...
He's just like frothing at the mouth.
No, we're keeping him.
Actually, I have to see if...
Alright.
Yeah, 7 spell points. I have enough for this. Okay, good. Where's Dispel?
Damn, we're kind of close, man, aren't we?
Dispel magic on the fog cloud.
Fog cloud, hold on, vanishes.
Valthus!
You see
Erase him!
Karen with his face wretched at a weird angle with the tentacles wrapped up inside, like basically creeping towards his brain. Metzger kind of tangled up in this thing, trying to hold what is a 9-foot thing in a sort of a pseudo pin. Valthus, the fog clears, and you are staring at
Actually.
this scene.
Oh, hold on a sec. I forgot to
that
do
is
this
your
back
ready
when I got
action.
food.
I'm gonna erase
Give me
my
a
movement. I don't
sunbeam.
have
What's
to
the
move.
fucking button?
Okay, cool. Oh wait, no, I do lose my. That did 24 damage, so the DC is 12. No more honors mark.
Where's the click? Is it the name? I don't see like an attack click on it out of the spell book.
Oh, you need
Well,
to
like-
make it a... It should be in your actual attack thing, if you have it like that.
Yeah, just show up
Hang
on
on.
your list of attacks and spellcasting
Oh, it's
in the very
below. I had
center.
to scroll way down. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's problem with spellcasters that it autofills so many things in there.
Yelling out, hey, hang on, Karen, because I know it's wide enough it's going to hit him.
I'm still raging. I can take radiant damage. It's fine.
Yeah, it's I think it's what, a 10-foot beam.
All
What the
right.
hell is?
Undead and oozes have disadvantage.
It's a
on
5-foot thick beam.
5 foot wide, 60
Yeah.
foot line.
So this means he makes a regular
Con save.
save.
He
A con
is.
save.
Oh, you big bitch.
Against 17. On a fail, they take the full damage and blind. Successful, half damage, not blind. Undead and oozes have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
I can hold this up to a minute.
That's a bonus action.
It's
you
5
use,
foot
too.
wide, 60 feet. Yeah.
You can create a
Alright.
new
He
line
lets-
of radiance as your action.
He lets out.
Oh shit, that was a decent roll, except that one.
He lets out a howl of pain as the sunlight washes over him, sizzling away the exposed bits of sort of tentacle flesh.
So wait, did you hit me with that? Should I make a save too?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, probably.
Alright. Con save? Alright then.
yeah.
Nope.
Nice.
Alright.
What against
I take
against
9.
17? Against my 17? Yeah, you're fine.
Because you take half.
So you take half of half.
Yeah. I'm still too angry, even if I am stunned.
Yeah. All right.
What
the
about
wolf.
Metzger? Did it hit him too? I hope.
No, it's only a 5-foot beam.
Yeah, like
Runs
this
over
this
and
is pretty
snaps
easy.
it, but it cannot quite connect. You're on top of the roof.
Fucking
Karen, it
nipping
is-
at your ankle.
Karen, you are still stunned. Until this grapple's broken, you are stunned.
It
Oh, I gotta
almost
break
hit Amber Cup.
I gotta. So wait, I'm stunned, so I can't use physical, but I can still make the int save to get out of the stun that way.
No. You
Oh.
are stunned until somebody saves you. Or he is going to
Oh.
knock that brain out.
Oh. Well, I can't do anything.
Balthus!
I'm just gonna concentrate that beam on him.
Hold on a minute. I think I.
That's a bonus action, correct?
You looking for that, Kif?
It's an
Yeah,
That's
action
the
to
one I'm
focus the beam.
posting.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yes. I love it. Do it.
I'm going to share it. Hold on.
That can't save this.
Alright. Getting hit again. Let's take care of this. Nope. That hurt.
How much
Roll
damage
that
is it this
damage
time?
already. Roll that damage, friend.
Aw, fuck you.
Well, at least Karen's blinded and stunned.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit! I didn't roll the thing. Sorry.
Roll the damage, buddy. I'm still taking half. I don't care. 12. All right.
A little worse.
All right.
You're just keeping my rage going. I don't mind it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't rage without a brain.
I don't know.
I think I can rage better without a brain. There you go. Bleeding eye for blind. That works.
Scarecrow was kind of happy, though. I mean, he didn't have a brain.
All right. Another bolt kind of sears across him, taking off more flesh. He starts thrashing, kind of pushing desperately to shove off the people that are holding him pinned.
At this point, I'm mostly laying on top of him, aren't I?
Metzger is still kind of they're all tangled up together. He cannot move. He continues to hold his action to try and prevent him from breaking out.
Someone cut
in
his
his-
arms off.
He's got 2 attacks. He's going to make these. He's going to continue to sort of reach back and attempt to drain the life from the one who's pinning him. Sorry, he's got 3 of these coming. I'm just going to start skipping through these.
I like how every vampire fight eventually ends up with a vampire getting pinned and sunbeamed.
12,
Yes.
19, and 14.
All right, so that 19 finally manages to hit. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Never mind.
Get some good AC.
As he's sort of thrashing around, he kind of reaches back. One of the things comes up. Metzger reaches up an elbow and pins the tentacle to the ground. He's playing the world's most high-stakes game of Twister right now, as the fucking variety of tentacles keep reaching back and trying to grab at him. All right,
The last one's
you'll
name
give
is
him
Dinner.
this. Metzger's not much, but he's quick. It's finally his turn. Those of you who are familiar with vampire lore realize that he cannot shapeshift while trapped in sunlight.
Mhm.
I don't think any of us know that,
We don't know that.
because our rules
Nope.
were garbage.
No one in this
Uh,
party knows anything about
You
anything.
notice he's also not.
I know what a knoll is. I know how to kill a knoll. That's about it.
I'm running out of fucking. Can't. You're running out of.
Have you guys heard of red slots? I know what those are.
No.
Only
Yep.
if I still see
All
it.
right. He's just gonna keep thrashing. He doesn't have any fucking spells for this. Dex save this time. Okay.
What? What? Why Dex?
Why is he
Let's
dex
try-
saving?
He's attempting to break the pin.
Ah,
They're functionally identical for him and.
Ah, okay.
I gotcha. Come on, Metzger.
Yep, he's holding him steady.
I love this elf right now.
Mind flare.
Shoot the big one.
Save
I'm
me.
getting rid of the one next to us first. How's it doing?
It's dead. It's fucking
Okay.
dead. It's fucking.
Is the mind fire prone?
Yep.
God damn it.
I guess he's gonna volley us. It's okay.
Yeah, that bolt slams into the one's back, and he kind of just topples sort of forward, levitates slightly in the air of the edge of the building.
Hey, fuck it.
Poke it. See if it just like scoots away.
Let me roll that again.
Yeah, it slides like it's on ice.
Like 0G.
All right, cool. 17.
Yeah, 17. And,
Yeah, I forgot to plug disadvantage, so I just rolled twice.
So 17 with 24 damage or 34 damage? Or are you just gonna take the 17's 24?
That's tough. Why does your attack not?
I turn that off because I hate the auto advantage because I hate seeing the second number when it doesn't matter, and I just I can choose to roll advantage or disadvantage every time I click.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, in the case of if you roll twice to make up for needing advantage or disadvantage, we're just going to take the first number. Cool.
Cool.
All right. So, 34 and 4.
Owie. Shoot him again. Break the rules.
Yeah.
Shoot him again.
I can't. I can horde break to you.
Or
All right.
Metzger.
Matthias,
5.
you are bombing this thing out in damage. It is screaming in all of your minds, sending out ripples of pain and fury.
Just use a fireball if you can.
Okay, guys. I use detect thoughts. It's afraid.
Hey, don't forget the line. Don't anybody. This line goes out this far. I've got the measurement up. Just don't get stuck in the line. Well,
Okay.
actually, what
Maybe
is
you
that?
should
Is
re-angle that by moving yourself so you don't keep burning Karen.
that would put me right next to the damn thing. So yeah, but I'll try.
Grappled.
And then you can just focus it directly on his face.
Oh yeah, and then it'll go up here.
Yeah, you could scoot right there.
All right. Subtract
Oh, that's right. I
5
guess
from
I could have
this.
done it. Yeah, could have done it on the last turn.
What's that?
Subtract 5 from this because I'm using it from the ring.
Okay.
Fireball centered. Oh no! Fuck! Because I can't redirect that. I can't avoid people if I do that.
Oh.
Fuck! God damn it! Thing just. Actually,
Firebolt them.
right there. Oh, but then it hit Metzger. So
So
Right now he's an ally. Right now.
right there.
Okay.
I can,
All right.
so that's
So
where
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna.
try and catch him right in the edge of the explosion.
Yeah. Why is this going laggy? All right.
'cause it's scared.
He's got disadvantage on this.
Oh, subtract 5 though, right?
Yeah, subtract 5.
Oh, that is
Well-
5. All right.
Oh, he finally
Whoa!
sucked.
36 then.
More
Alright.
searing fucking pain washes over him. He lets out a howl. Wow.
6.
Here
Wow.
comes the wolf.
Here comes the wolf, which does nothing. Karen, which does nothing. Volthus, he looks up at you, and kind of
Finish
just
him.
in your mind, you can see over the seared sections of his face the tentacles dripping off from the burning. He looks up at you and he says, "You will not do this thing."
Is that a?
No, that's just words.
Oh, it's just words.
Oh.
I am screaming. He's still holding Karen, right?
Yeah.
All right. How do you type in quotes? I know the
Slash.
emote slashy. What's the
Slash
quotes? Slash N.
Slash E.
Slash. No, but that would be like Voltus does, not whatever. Ah, shit. That was really underwhelming.
It doesn't matter. He had 1 hit point.
Oh, fuck you!
You draw back your hand, and he looks up, and for the briefest of moments, you see what fear looks like on an Illithid. Throw out the hand, and it just kind of engulfs him in a searing blaze, or a searing blaze. His he catches fire as it sort of crackles and sears his skin. The tentacled fingers outstretched, crack, burn, and dissolve away. Soon, the dissolving fire crackles down the length of his body, and he collapses into a pile of ashes, only to be scattered by a slight breeze.
No, I collect all the ashes I can.
All right, you collect some ashes. Why?
This is Skyrim, right? Vampire ashes have a use.
You get ash in it. You get mind pyre in your eyes. That's what you get for that comment.
No. I mean, obviously,
actually...
I am collecting as much as I can because that is an anomaly right there.
Gonna go scatter them over.
Yeah, all right. So you want to study them. You're not just making a joke.
I'm not making a joke.
Okay.
I was making a joke, but that's not the main reason I'm getting the ashes.
All right. There's sufficient ashes that you can collect sort of a small pouch full of them, thrown into a leather satchel. And
I think yes.
So how's the screaming going?
With that, Metzger kind of gets up to his feet, kind of brushes off his tunic, and goes, I knew I could do it if you guys helped.
Just
Am I still stunned, just drooling on the pile?
No,
of
you're
No, the
fine.
grapple ended. So
Now just redirect the sunbeam.
Yeah.
I can't control it. Power of one.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Now
I'm just gonna sit down in the ashes until my fucking eyes clear.
No, walk over to the
All right.
well and
just
shoot
hold
down the well.
sunbeam, high five.
It's bright.
Aim the sunbeam down the well just in case.
It's a good flashlight.
Metzger kind of he lets out a whistle, and his mount kind of rides up onto the roof, and he hops back on. He goes, "Well, I'd say that was a job well done."
Mike, there's still a wolf.
No, there isn't. All right, yeah, sure. There's still a wolf. He's mounting up. That's a job well done. Where you hear this thing frothing and snapping and biting, and until
Somehow it kills Matthias.
The sentient will that commanded it is no longer present.
Can I pet the wolf
you no
now?
longer hear the snapping of the wolf's teeth as it turns to leave.
Come here, puppy. Come here. I got
Are
snacks.
you actually going to try and call it over?
Yeah, I like wolves. Wolves are awesome.
Give me a handle animal.
Another pet for Lionel.
I have that thing of meat. Will that give me advantage if I offer it food?
You gonna try and offer it meat?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You can have advantage if you
Oh yeah, an 8 instead of a 4.
It
turns back,
looks at you, and goes, and turns around and kind of trots out.
Wait. Does it know me?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna push Matthias off the roof.
Psychically.
Does it know me? Huh?
All right. All right.
fuck
Everyone
out.
but Matthias, what are you doing?
Until my vision clears, I'm just pouring my water skin into my face.
Yeah, I don't think we're done yet.
I'm
All
out
right,
of spells, so
Let's so let me tell you. I'll tell you guys this much at least.
What's that
you
burning building looking like right now?
It's all finally gone quiet inside.
It's a
You
trick.
get a chance to peer through. It appears that those inside the building never put themselves out. They mindlessly pushed against the door until they were all charred down to nothing but skeletons.
that's what I was betting on.
That smells lovely.
Smells like fried fish and pork, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Prestidigitation, just every single square inch. I'm just kidding. I'm
You
not doing
also
that.
get a chance to peer into the other buildings nearby, with the one exception of Metzger's building. They all house about a similar thing. Each one of these buildings housing an incubator for an unknown number of elithids, elliphids, just bodies and bodies all lined up, ready for combat. But you've since established the means of removing them.
You don't have another fire elemental though.
I don't have any Did I use all my flasks of oil? I had 5.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I'm sure this place has a storehouse. That's where you can go find it.
I have 2 lanterns that are currently full, though.
Okay.
If that
Are you gonna
helps
ask-
with
So
anything.
you're just gonna ask Metzger for oil?
He probably has a lot in
Pest
his
control
hair.
for him.
Yeah, he's got oil. They've got barrels of it. They keep it for keeping. I mean, they can't exactly restock while they're out here. He goes, yes. This bill A7 is the storehouse.
The one that was on
good.
fire at one point?
Oh yeah, the roof got covered in fire.
Just
And
the
a fire
roof is
elemental.
fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
The roof?
The roof, like I said, the roof is made of stone, so there's little crackling fires up on the roof, but there's nothing to burn. It's just the sort of the persistent flame left by the fire elemental.
All right. Well, just in case, I'm gonna open the door because I'm immune. Well, fire politely ignores me.
Oh no! The backdraft! It's just...
It counts as bludgeoning damage.
No, you go inside. It looks like no one's been in this building in a long time. Various provisions and things like that, sort of left untouched. Supplies, clean clothing, basic amenities for the troops, all of which have been completely unused in the tenure of the Mind Flayers' leadership.
Grody. Fuck off, Andy.
Here you go. I'm giving you that, Karen. Oh, nice, 18.
I love you. You're my friend.
From around back, Metzger appears from behind his building, shoving several new bottles of an unidentified liquid into his bag that seems a little too small to carry it all, as well as uncorking one, propping himself up on the side, and drinking to a battle well fought in his mind.
You know what? I'm gonna hold up what's left of my water skin and drink fake booze with them for a moment.
I wonder if this is a metaphor for your relationship.
A Metzger 4?
Metzger 4? Go fuck thyself.
Just remember, I can respect guys who I fight with. He might be an asshole, but he did keep an angry undead squid from eating me alive in my eyes.
I'll give him a combat nod when he's not looking.
I'm gonna pull
But,
out the
yeah.
jar of wine that I took from him before and just drink that.
Okay. By the way, so we talked about this a couple
Or
it was
bottle
about
of wine.
2 sessions ago. So does there anyone need any refreshers about anything else about this camp? You've got a system for all the places that are full of people. Just dumping oil seems to be sufficient to actually flushing them all out. Once activated, they all rush for the door, where they either suffocate or burn.
And A8, was A8 the one that had Karen's thing?
A8, yes, that is Metzger's domicile, or what once was. Metzger waits out front.
Should we?
Oh,
Wait.
oh,
There's a thing. If you enter that, you'll be demade.
I am not walking in anywhere yet. I'm making sure we have all the barrels of oil we need pulled out first.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are going to be burning out all the life in these places before you move on.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't need a new
I don't
crop
want
of
you to think I'm
elephants.
trying to gloss over that. Really, it's just you guys have a good system. You repeat that in the various buildings, and you were able to burn up the vast stores of illicit incubators that they had prepared here.
And once all the smoke clears, we can come back later and dig through the shit buried.
Once everything's been sort of burned away, you move through any bodies that haven't been totally destroyed by the flame, or or people who have merely suffocated. You're able to sort of open up and find the tiny illithid living inside their organs, and kill it.
I'm trying to debate whether Matthias would try and sleight of hand and enlist it and raise it as his own.
Keep one.
If you try to take anything, I am going to take your hand off.
I am done thinking that because I think it'd be great in the mirror that I have secretly in my mansion.
Okay, so
Fucking
there's a little
weird
bit of
museum.
banter back and forth where you're like, I wonder if I could study this, and fucking the stank eye that Karen just turns on you.
Okay, ashes are good enough, I guess.
Ashes are fine. Scoop the ashes into the. I just like the picture, like next time you guys are, Karen's like, "Come celebrate with us, Matthias." No, I can't. I gotta go home and feed my ashes.
They're basically just like dehydrated illithid. Just add water.
Like sea monkey.
Yeah, they're illicit Kool-Aid.
Oh, you're nasty.
Just
Alright,
then an illithid bursts out of a chest. Oh yeah!
Go fuck yourself.
Die.
All right. You set fire to each of these. It looks like what essentially had happened was they had cleared out all the containment cells and had been stuffing them with people. Metzger very infrequently comments, most of the time shaking his head. But you've noticed he does stare oddly at some of the people, kind of genuinely surprised that they look the way they do. You've seen these guys before, but every single one of his people is fucking over-muscled, brawny, like, ready to throw the fuck down. So in those 5 years, some shit went down.
They're in a
But none
better
of that
place
stops
now.
you from burning them all
Hell.
in their tiny incubation chambers.
Hell is a better place than this. That is correct.
In a few days,
Yeah.
a few hours, the wind has carried much of the burnt smell away, and with the exception of the storehouse, you have cleared the variety of the containers. The only three that you haven't had to burn was A9, a solid enchanted metal cage that is currently empty, A8, which is Metzger's residence, and A7, which is the storehouse.
Did Andy run into the fucking monster in the ethereal plane?
Yes, I was about to mention to Metzger about that horrible monster, and is that just kind of always there, or is that part of your place? Will that be coming out here after us?
He mentioned.
He goes, no, he can't travel through there. He can't travel through the plains. He'll live there now.
That's his.
Forever.
That's his plane now.
Okay, well, don't ever take me there unless you plan on taking me out of there very quickly.
He goes, no. He looks kind of slightly shell-shocked and a glimmer of fear in his eye. No, let's not do that.
I will make it a point to say we should not eat any of the food in the storeroom in case it's tainted with the larva.
Burn all the food. God.
I don't know how it works.
Wait, I
That's
thought I
something
was
we
eating
should worry about.
caviar. What the?
Oh no!
All
It's
right.
such a picture. Then you think that you're being infected, but meanwhile the Illithids who are scrying on you go, "Oh my God, they're eating our children! How barbaric!" Well, the other buildings are addressed. You are moved to the center structure. Metzger sits reclined on a large chair that he looks like he blew the dust off of out front of his residence.
Is it less a chair and more a throne?
Yeah, everything he owns is.
Is it safe to enter yet?
He goes, Oh, yes. He kind of hops to his feet. He reaches up and opens the door and steps inside.
I'm glad he walked in first. I would have
But-
pushed him through otherwise.
I mean, just because he can go through doesn't mean we can.
This is true.
Because he already said that only he could go through it without being
Wow.
demade.
We just dismantle the building brick by brick until the
What he
enchantment
had
breaks.
mentioned was it was a trap rigged up by the Mind Flayer that if anyone but his mind entered, they would be unmade.
Yes.
He also mentioned that it's likely the Mind Flayer changed it so that he cannot enter, but that's okay because he knows how to disable it. So he just walked inside, the door is still hanging open.
All right, here's the plan.
He's-
Amber
he-
Cup,
he's
step
still,
towards
he's
it.
still visibly there.
No, you can't see him around the door. The door is sort of half ajar.
If Amber Cup starts to head towards it and it's a trap, he'll warn her because he likes her.
Is that how we're gonna roll them dice?
I don't
Is that
know.
how we're gonna rely on?
That's what Matthias is thinking, but he's not going to say that just in case he doesn't see it.
Several minutes go by, and you hear the sound of rummaging inside.
He can
bits
just
of
bring the thing out.
metal sort of pots, and it sounds like almost like a metal clanking around, things being tossed side to side.
Is it safe to come in yet, Elf?
He goes, yes, it's fine. It's been safe.
Then Karen gets unmade.
He goes, I was wondering what you were waiting for.
I'm gonna make an insight check on this because I think at his core, I don't fucking trust him.
Okay, give me an insight check.
Nat 1. It's not a Nat 1.
Could be
Okay.
worse.
Something's. You're being awful nonchalant for a fucking being in the presence of a trap that can, obliterate you. No, he seems completely fucking carefree. Just tossing things around. However, you are close enough to smell a thick, thick, sweet perfume just radiating outward. Looking through the door, you can see kind of hanging silks and golds all decked out in the form of hearts. Even the supports in the house are gold trimmed and lined vertically. Every wall is covered in various bits of art, often paintings of him.
Beautiful room, you say?
Heroic poses.
God damn it, I'm going in.
All right. You push the door open and you walk inside. He's tossing sort of jeweled goblets and other assorted trinkets before he finally reaches down, picks up a small wooden box, approximately about 1.5 feet long, and slides it up into his sleeve. He goes, "There we are." "Oh, yes." He gestures over his shoulder. "The cabinet, right behind or next to the bed. That's where you'll find your statue."
Are
Bet he's
there any
not going
further
to-
traps in this place? Are there any
looks-
further traps for his personal chambers?
He looks at you genuinely confused. He goes, "Traps?
Yes.
No, there's no traps here."
I'm gonna give him a side eye and go open the cabinet.
Okay. He turns around and walks out.
Mind flare.
You
A
reach over and
a
kind of
little
with
can
Oh,
of
a...
that
Full of
cabinet
eels.
is where I keep my mind flares.
On second thought, maybe I shouldn't be keeping them. Oh well. Fool me
That's
once,
right.
shame on me.
That's where he keeps his hellhound. Like, why? Why is the candle in here? And
You reach over and kind of with a shaky hand, you reach the cabinet and pull the handle. The door opens with a small creak, and inside stands a white stone statue of a crying maiden. At its base, there is a small pool for collecting the tears that slowly descend or down the face of the maiden. That is your idol.
with every bit of reverence I can, I am going to blow off the dust and just pick it off whatever pedestal it might be on, or just a shelf, whatever.
You forget to
Don't drop
redistribute it with something else of equal weight. Boulder comes
A
down.
compulsion reaches out to you. A voice. It says something almost familiar from like a time distant, or from your distant past. A sense, almost more of sort of a warm feeling that reaches out, and you hear it speak to you. It says you are injured. Drink.
I am not going to argue with the holy relic in my people.
You reach down and lift the small disc that collects the tears, and put them up to your lips and pull her and toss it back. As you do, you feel the strength return to you. Your wounds begin to stitch closed. Bring yourself up to full health.
Ha! The
Throw
best pickup I ever had in my life. With that, every doubt I have is gone. This is truly mine.
Oh, now make it booze.
All right. Metzger kind of rides out, and he says, the rest is yours. Too much to carry anyway."
This statue's going to be a bad influence on Karen. "Oh, you're injured. Drink." "Oh, you've had a long day." "You're bored. Drink."
All right.
I'm gonna lose interest in everything else in this entire goddamn facility. I'm just gonna make sure this thing's in peace and clear out space in my drawers of holding to try to find a spot that'll fit it.
In a case like this, you're probably going to be better off. You can just carry this thing like in your arms, wrap it in kind of a silk cloth.
Bedrolls. We have bedrolls to
Yeah.
wrap it up in. I mean, we don't have our winter stuff with us anymore. We didn't come straight here, right?
No, you had a chance to, a brief chance to
So
wrap.
we still have bedrolls to wrap it in, yeah.
I'm gonna just fucking swaddle this thing with as much padding as I can without
I'll
making
turn
it
into a
fucking
kangaroo
awkward.
and put it in my pouch.
Matthias is pretty squishy. Wrap him around it.
You'll make it all sticky,
Use
Andy.
Matthias like packing peanuts.
He is awfully crinkly.
Very noodly.
Metzger steps out and remounts up on his nightmare. He looks down at you, says, A deeply satisfying kind of day. Well, good luck to you all. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Now what are you gonna do?
Oh, well, he lifts off into the air and starts flying away.
I'm very curious.
Doesn't he want his base?
Wait, are you
back?
actually gonna ask?
Gonna ask? Did you ask him that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I realize why I keep not responding when Derek says something in game. I know in response. I'm never sure that it's not like a non sequitur that Derek is just throwing in there, like, "Oh, you big butt," like that kind of thing. Like I move on past that because
No, just about everything I say is just me
I know, and
saying
that's what I
things
mean.
in character.
I assume that it's just like, all right. So you say, well, what are you gonna do now? And he goes, you know, I've been away for so long. I think I could use a vacation.
Well, thanks. I guess.
I just, because he's him, I just want his horse to fart a heart-shaped cloud and then his face splits into that crooked, sort of sneering smile as he kind of yanks on the reins and he takes off into the air.
Bye, Dad.
You're weird.
I just wanted to throw a rock at you. You're an orphan. You have no parents.
That's true.
All right. You've got the fort, but this place is pretty well burned out. You can make use of it or loot it, or what do you guys want to do?
You had me at Beautiful Silks.
How far is this from? Oh, this is out in that.
A couple days out.
Yeah, but I mean that'll shift. That'll change. I was going to say we make it a nice little outpost, but it's going to change its position.
I mean,
This would be a bad place anyway. The Wildlands has largely turned against it. You suspect
that were it not for the current inhabitants' ability to destroy what they don't like around them, it probably would have been ousted.
Oh, shit! Before Metzger goes, didn't he say he knew some details on Lionel and the others?
Oh,
Does he know where they are?
yes.
He says,
their arc ended. They're dead now.
last I heard, they had been headed for the inner cities.
Including
Poor
Lionel?
bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Good.
So the little one made it out.
Why wasn't
Probably
I
only
aware?
slightly broken.
You'd think Lionel escaping from another realm would trigger the scrying thing. Oh well.
No, the scrying thing wasn't looking for him anymore.
I know. But it was just, general extra-planar fuckery.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna skip ahead just a little bit because if you guys were to go ahead and investigate that, you would in fact find that yes, right around the time that Lionel returned, there was the scrying tower detected that surge.
I'm going to loot A8 first.
Yep.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
you go inside and start collecting heaps of finely wrought silks and fabrics that seem to be multiple colors at once, only shifting within the nature of the light upon them. One that switches between a light pink in sunlight to a deep crimson in torchlight or in candle. I'm sorry, in sort of bright inside light.
Is it the
all way
cloak of the
down to
Mega
a
Pretty?
purple in candlelight.
I am taking that and having it tailored into my new robe.
Okay.
Have we finally found the cloak of the Mega Pretty again?
Yeah.
The robe of the Mega pretty soon.
Are there any carts here?
Yeah, sure. There's in supplies.
All right, let's take any armor and whatever's useful for town.
See if there's anything
Things
not
for the
obvious.
garrison, things for the construction and maintenance crews, and
All right.
There's a bunch of
Whatever.
charred weaponry.
There's also lots and lots of gold-adorned things. You doubt that the artwork would sell really well unless you know of anyone who wants a picture of Metzger.
I will have a
Metzger,
room dedicated
Look
to
at
Money's
Amber
back.
Actually, maybe.
Oh
Well,
man.
I'll just hang them up in my mansion and just, crudely draw Matthias's face on them.
Even better for target practice.
Words hurt, Derek.
yeah, let's just scavenge for anything the town could use.
You catch very little
of use sort of for the town itself, but you find an excess of very, very high value objects. You would approximate the value at somewhere between a couple thousand to maybe even 10,000 gold in just assorted gemstones and finely crafted objects. The thing is, these objects are very much what apparently Metzger was using in his day-to-day. He doesn't make tea, he has a finely wrought tea set. Like lined with, trimmed with bits of like almost diamond trimming. The kind that only some of the finest dwarven craftsmen are capable of making. And teacups, blown by the delicate hands of the far south elves, a family of craftsmen dealing with ceramics for back since before the country was founded. The handles each made from a delicately crafted bone of the ultra rare white cobalt, which must be meticulously captured and peeled rather than murdered like the rest of them.
All right.
Well, I say we load that up in the wagon too. Sell that to some of the merchants in town, and then they can sell it and bring money into town and all these good things. But sits out here, it's not doing anyone any good unless some bandits get it, and then they're going to use it for getting money.
They don't deserve it.
Well, they'll have money then if they sell that shit. Then they'll have money to do more of their illicit activities.
Yep.
Are there any above ground armory rooms or anything like that? Or am I just gonna go scavenge for all my shit again?
Okay. You loot through sort of the armory. It looks like they have a variety of you know what? Here. You know what you guys do find? You guys find 15 +1 enchanted longswords.
Those will sell pretty nice.
It
Just
looks
throw
like
'em.
these were specialty weapons that they kept in reserve for dealing with entities beyond the physical.
Well, they can get more.
Yeah, well,
It's very helpful.
have one person carry them for throwing.
It'd be a very clumsy throwing weapon, but by God.
Or you can arm your people with them.
I assume
Yeah.
Metzger is someone
You
who
know
would.
what? Yeah, I am taking those goddamn longswords.
All right.
We
By
can
and
give them
large,
to the
it looks like
guards.
they were very much a no frills. They basically heap their wealth together, and it looks like you also find some like the assorted gemstones and wealth and things like that. But it's all heaped up in Metzger's abode. You get the sense that they were not only just taking the people's Metzger's wealth, they also threw the people's in here, since it ultimately has next to no value with their new manager.
Former manager now.
They're under new management.
I mean, Breckenridge could use some for defense. But I mean, it's your arc, so
Now,
it's not like I'm gonna use them.
If the garrison needs more defense, I got plenty of money to throw them.
Okay. So you guys, you loot everything that there is to, everything worth carrying, and you make your way from the structure.
I feel like Metzger would have something hidden.
Probably.
Can I investigate?
Sure. Investigation. Yes. You open one of the cabinets and find maybe a half dozen golden bowls hidden behind a secret drop cabinet in the back.
These are for my dining room.
All right. You find. Hold on. Intricately crafted.
Do they have his face
Bowls.
on them?
No, they do not actually. They don't
Okay.
match any style that you're familiar with.
Okay, good.
Huh.
Interesting. I would like to investigate. Well, that would probably be more of history. If it's something I don't, like, know right away. I can do that another time, though, so I'll just wait for another time. I don't want to hold this up, since it's the end of the arc.
You get a look at these things. There's some peculiar magic about them. They're odd. Kind of weirdly odd for what is essentially just a bowl.
+1 bowl.
Looking down at it, You get the feeling you should study these. There's something very, very strange about them.
Oh, then I'll definitely study those.
Well, you're not going to be able to do it here. You need to
Yeah.
actually take them to like a fucking lab or something.
I will definitely study those.
All right.
Because I did pay for the mage tower and the apothecary place.
Yes, you did.
True.
Metzger. He is not here, so I will take him out of the turn order.
Mind Pyre appears again.
We should
Oh,
have
come
to-
on!
I'm at full health. Let me at him.
I have 2 spell points. I can shield once. So my doesn't roll fucking 21.
All right, so make sure you add each of those things to your inventories, and you turn and make your way from the fortress. Having kind of expunged the unfortunate residents in this place, you find the walk back to town is barely 6 hours, as once again the land warps itself to accommodate your steps.
Hey, that means I could stay in horse form the whole time, so we don't have to pull the cart slow.
Yeah.
Karen, you walk carrying the statue reverently, and within just a few hours, you find yourself at your at your home. You approach and are hailed by the men at the gate. They let loose cheers when they see the large package you're carrying.
And also
Hey.
Oh yeah.
and also the statue.
Package. Oh, that hurt to smile that much. All right, Karen, you step inside to the celebration of your clansmen of a quest successfully accomplished. The shaman runs up to you and excitedly cackling and throwing kind of powders and various other archaic regions over your head to celebrate your victorious return.
Ah, fuck you, Mike. I just realized something. Death was in the fucking prophecy. Mind Pyre is undead. Was that what he was talking about?
Dun 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 dun.
Or maybe Mike just pulls things out of his butt and then it works. Oh.
I believe both.
To be fair, the prophecy never mentioned whose death is involved. So
Yeah.
I mean,
And there was a lot of death, so that wasn't really a relevant prophecy. That could have been
I'd like to
anything.
make sure the prophecy says I'm gonna burn a lot of babies. That's a little disconcerting.
You're gonna decapitate a child and burn so many babies.
No, guys, I feel like we gotta go back to that because
Prophecy says I'm gonna have to kill a lot of pregnant people.
Now that
I
was
don't-
just being a dick.
well, who am I to argue against prophecy? Oh God, here we go.
Well, it says a bunch of pregnant men. This must be a typo.
seahorses. We're killing seahorses.
All right, so Volthus, Ambercup, and Matthias, you've got a cartload of stuff. Are you going to kind of give them their give them their best wishes and move on to town?
I think we could stay here.
Stay
I'm
in
sure
party.
they want to.
We can revel
They
for a
want
bit.
to,
right.
spend the night partying and congratulating their hero.
Yeah, I imagine it's party time.
All right, you get back and you party hard with the barbarians.
And you share your wine skin. They're like, look, guys, you gotta have some of this beer.
Hey,
This is water,
guys,
man."
guys. I'm making as much beer as I can with the illusion.
All right, I was about
Yes.
actually, Matthias. I was about
I
to
want
say-
you to literally make wine out of water for my people and just freak them all out.
I was about to say, this is a relatively new tribe. Only maybe, 5 or 6 years old now?
I'd say that.
However, they are starting to build up traditions. And one of the things that they, by and large, they know to give proper reverence to the druids. They think that they are physically weak, but however, thanks to Karen's leadership, they were enough in tune with the wild around them to know that a druid is not to be fucked with. They are walkers of the wild and not to be taken lightly. Druids are more likely to have their advice heeded than they are to be essentially accused of just being a weakling. Matthias,
There's some of the
you
wise.
are the prototypical weakling. You use magic, and most of these people don't understand it, aren't familiar with it, and therefore, yeah at you, that face. However, as the individual who kind of walks forward, looks down at a rain barrel, kind of sticks his hand into it and begins sort of awkwardly turning it, the first time someone comes over and you throw up a hand that turns out it's full of mead, their eyes go wide, and they are now quite content to have you at their gathering. Welcome! Man who make water into drinks. Matthias, I'm sorry, Karen, you are of course the fucking, you are the champion of the moment. They begin to sort of butcher some of their, the food nearby and prepare food. Valtus, you lend a hand as well, prepping an elaborate spread. Contests of strength erupt from all around as people are just excitedly venting their victory. Amber Cup, where are you during all this?
I don't.
Okay, in that case, people shove drinks at you and
Good.
occasionally challenge you to contests, some of which you're wildly outclassed for example, a grappling match, and some of which they would have to be insane to try to beat you at.
Well, I mean, they can't
Like
grapple her
a foot
because...
race. By and large, the name of the game, or the name of the evening is essentially keep drinking and then keep attempting to beat other people at various feats of skill and dexterity until you're either passed out, too tired to go on, or until somebody bludgeons you unconscious. Good times for all.
Good.
Give me one moment.
Matthias can bludgeon
yeah.
himself unconscious by punching someone else.
Their negative strength score.
Uh-huh. He takes 2 damage. No, wait, 1 damage.
You just punch the vigor back into them.
Yeah.
You just shots of adrenaline in your fists. Just. I am a happy barbarian.
I mean, I could knife fight someone.
You're surprisingly good at it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna bring my familiar back.
Nah.
Yeah.
People are gonna get it drunk and then try to cook it. Jesus Christ.
Get it hammered. And then hammer it.
So I'm gonna subtract 10 gold.
Someone's gonna get real drunk and try to deep fry that thing.
Me.
If you touch it, I will not do anything because I have 2 spell points left.
Just shove you over.
But I do have a Wand of Magic Missile with all 7 charges.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
You
I
never whipped it out.
So I could hit you for 19 damage. Maybe.
I just use shield somehow.
I do
I
also
just-
have 1 charge of my gem left, so I could Burning Hands as well.
You just pull one of the drunk barbarians in front of you. He has no idea what's. Just. He's too drunk to give a damn. He just falls over.
So speaking of hallucinations, I tried out again. I was saying to get the drugs for the.
Oh.
A proper tribal party with all sorts of tripping.
Also, I think while everyone's getting drunk and we're reveling, I think I'll join the game, but I'll make my own game. Whoever can move this rod gets 10 gold. The immovable rod.
That's pretty good. Hold on a second. I got something for that.
What's the DC for that again?
30.
Like 30.
I think I'm the only one in the tribe who actually has a chance.
I
of doing
want you to
that.
do that. Hell, my bird will aid you somehow. Just
on,
whisper
let-
encouraging words. Just so
Let
you
me
can...
double check something here. I don't think I need aid. I think it's one of the things where I just have advantage on because of bear totem. Let me double check real quick.
And if not, you can just rage.
Mhm. Because
Just
that'd
use
be a
my
good
last
thing.
rage of the day to get real salty.
As
Just-
a leader of that tribe, be the only one that can move that. You are King Arthur.
I haven't been paying attention. Where'd Mike go?
He died.
No.
Put up to do something.
We finally killed him.
He might have hurt his mouth.
Were you guys fighting a vampire?
A mind pyre.
A vampire illithid. Yep, he was a bitch. With a lot of backup.
And once again, a vampire creature was held down and basically waterboarded with sunlight.
Uh-huh.
At first, I was-
sunlight.
I kept saying bite, and
He missed a lot of that. Only one landed, and it wasn't on any of us. It was on fucking Metzger.
Wickersham.
What does that
So
mean?
this video, your immovable rod contest reminded me. This is an old thing they used to put up at like sideshows and stuff. It's called the Mighty Cheese. It's just a big metal wheel that has a gyroscope inside that they crank up with a motor before placing it in the ring and challenging people to knock it over, which they can't because there's a gyroscope going.
That's so strong, it can bring guys even tougher than Teller
See.
to their knees.
If you jump to about like a minute in is when they start showing the guys trying to knock it down.
Oh, I see. This is great.
Let me see this.
It looks so fucking stupid.
Wait till it bounces on a diagonal. It's so.
The goal is simple. All they have to do is spin the cheese in under 15 seconds. That means they push our intolerant lactose over so it's flat on the floor.
Why do they try and lift it from the bottom?
I think they do try it, just can't.
Somebody does. He tosses it and it doesn't fall over. That's when it bounces on a diagonal and it looks really weird.
All you have to do is push it over. Stop sliding it around.
I barely was able to move it. I had to put all my weight
This
on
is
there. I'm like
incredible.
190 pounds.
That thing's a monster.
Oh, fuck your puns.
It feels like it does.
What? Where?
This thing is a monster.
If you want to pick it up, it's impossible. It's awkward.
I didn't even realize about that.
Like, after this airs, remember, I did not make fun of the way you said awkward. Because I'm betting you could pin my cheese.
Honestly, it felt like a brick wall. I mean, felt like a ton.
I'm gonna go home and cry now. Can't beat a cheese.
I don't know what happened, but I like a rematch. They never stood a chance. The
I
cheese
love this.
outsmarted them all.
This is
And
on
it's
its
been doing
fucking
it for
on
nearly
its
a
side,
century.
just rolling
In
around.
1912, British magician P.T. Selby, who coincidentally was the first person ever to saw a woman into halves, invented the mighty cheese. Even the strongest men involved in it couldn't knock it over. Its secret is a gyroscope, a kid's toy that is apparently fun to play with at any age. Just ask
You have to wrestle this thing down like the goddamn pig.
This rotating disc. Just like any gyro, if I've got a rotating mass that I can rotate up to speed, the more stable the mighty cheese is actually going to be.
Trying to sit on it and just.
That's incredible, Andy.
You should lock both wheels.
So if this is not spinning, and I was to hang it on the end of this cord right here with this offset hanger right there, it would just...
It's fucking bullshit.
Actually put a little bit of a spin on it. And now look what happens.
Wow, when things are spinning, they stay up, which is why bicycles are so hard to ride.
God.
A spinning gyroscope maintains
Gyroscopes are
through a
motherfuckers.
principle called conservation of angular momentum, which is a sciencey way to say they like to stay where you put them. They're used on satellites to keep them facing the right way, even in weight stabilized ship inside up. Round two. This time, let's triple the...
You have a mass inside the mighty cheese that's rotating very fast, about 3,000 RPM. It has the energy of a small car moving at about 15 miles an hour.
I'll be back.
When you're fighting someone, they got legs, hands you can't grab.
Gone forever.
It's a cheese. Frustrating.
The vulnerability of the mighty cheese is it has to be spinning. But it's going to slow down, and then it's going to start losing its superpower. It's going to start becoming the unmighty cheese.
So I have to put my strength, my weight on there to get that thing down. And it still wouldn't stay there.
It's just rope it up. The only thing you need to beat cheese is patience.
I have not seen anything even close to that. I mean, when I see cheese, I want to eat it.
Go ahead. Before you decide whether this was our lie or not, we need to...
It was a really good show that only had one run. They would show you like 6 or 7 things, and one of them was fake. And you had to figure out which one was fake. They even did like a live online poll voting thing, and they'd show the results at every commercial break, what everyone thinks is the fake one. And there were subtle clues in the segments to show you which ones were the fake. And I showed that video in my college physics class when we got on the subject of angular momentum and like what he did with the bicycle wheel and stuff like that. He had never heard of that Mighty Cheese, so I showed that to him, and he ended up putting that on a big screen without like the audio because he still had the smart board up, and people are watching. It's like, because it was on like a lunch break that I'm sitting there talking with the professor about this and showing him this, and he can hear it, but like the class can't. They're just seeing these people throw this cheese around without any context. I'm like, what the fuck are we watching? Oh, so yeah. Anyway,
if I saw that, I would be calling horse shit all the way across, just forever. I love it though.
I just noticed something.
What's up?
Well, I don't know if we count for the Ifriti, but it says elementals from the linked plane have disadvantage on attack rolls against me because of my Ring of Elemental command.
Oh.
So I might have been missed by the Ifriti. It's too late now, but...
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. We kicked some ass anyway.
It's not like I died.
Yeah, it didn't change anything drastic.
But it's just something that would have been nice to know in case it started getting beat on.
That Afridi art on the token was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, anyway, I tried this thing out that I've been wanting to try for a long time the other night.
What's that?
There's a pretty quick edition of it. What you do is just stimulus deprivation. I put on white noise, and I didn't have ping pong balls. They're the best because they still allow light in, but they turn it into like a full uniform blank translucent light. So instead of being able to discern where the light's coming from, if you got an even distribution of light in the room and it hits the ping pong balls are supposed to, dissipate it a bit. But I didn't have any of those, so I got one of my long winter socks and just kind of laid that across the eyes, and I was able to like sculpt it over so I could still breathe out of it and not have like an opening hole down in the corner. And it was translucent enough. It worked. It's really crazy. I couldn't tell if it was working or if I had fallen asleep and hit like a really hyper dream state. Either way, it worked. It did something, but I couldn't tell if it just amplified dreams because I couldn't tell if I fell asleep. It was really wild, and especially when it's like starting.
It sounds pretty trippy from what I'm reading here.
It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna stop at Walmart tonight and grab some ping pong balls and try it because those will be better for the eyes because then I'll be able to see more. The sock was a little thick and I think I might have like not gotten enough light and kind of fell asleep. But I can't tell. I really can't. It's crazy. It was like,
man, I want to hear how that works out for you.
Dude, the transition when it's starting to like push you across the barrier into this thing, it's like because you got your eyes open under it, but you can't discern anything. So it's just all neutral across your whole field of vision, and you have no sense of depth. You can't tell something's in front of your face, and you can't tell if your eyes are like open or closed. And when it starts and you start crossing that threshold, it's like. Okay, take like if you're watching a movie on TV and if you were able to step through the screen into it, it's like stepping out of real life and into this state, which is just like a more amplified real life. It's crazy as shit to try to describe. And it's like a little scary. Your brain like reflexively like pulls back and snaps out of it when you start to go through because it's like nothing I've ever experienced before that step in. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that a few more times to try to get better at it. But it's certainly worth trying. Try it out. It's wild.
Might have to get some ping pong balls of my own, man. If nothing else, it sounds like you heard me.
I'm scared of what I came back to.
I had one too. The thing is, we had like some family get together or something where we had ping pong balls for one reason or another, and the cats got a hold of them. We found out they really like them because they make like a scratchy sound on the ground and they bounce and they make a lot of noise, and it's fun for them to bat around in the basement because they got all this space down there. And so my dad started like getting some, and we would just bounce them around in the basement, and the cats chase them. They jump up and catch them and stuff. So they play with them with that. And the cats, when I'm down, because I don't have laundry at my apartment, so I just do my laundry at my parents' because it's free. And when I'm down there, sometimes I don't know how they're picking them up, but it will just start like bouncing out of some corner in the basement. Coming towards me when they want to play with a ping pong ball. And so one time I took laundry home and I found a ping pong ball in my laundry. And I wish I hadn't taken that back home because I actually needed it.
That'll teach you.
Like, I don't need this ping pong. What was really cool is during Halloween at the spirit store, they had ones painted like eyeballs, which was really funny to watch the cats bat around. Hair dryers, what does that do? What do you make it float on the hair, or on the air blast?
Yeah, and I don't know if the video was real, but you can just turn it sideways too.
I don't think sideways is gonna do much. I think sideways might just literally blow it off.
I'll blow you
What if you put two of them facing each other, trapped it in the middle? Do you ever light one on fire?
No, I have not.
They burn for a while.
You light
They're
a
actually
ping
really
pong
good to
ball
have.
at the very top, and a ring of fire will work its way down, and it'll just be gone. It's really cool the way it melts down. Let me see if I can find a video.
Trippy shit. So Andy, did Mike die? Did he rip his mouth open? What happened? with
I
him?
don't know what he went to do.
Go find him and fight him.
Yeah.
He left to go put the teeth back in.
Oh, found it, huh? I did.
It's so bright out in his video, but you can see a very thin, bright red ring at the edge where it's burning. And his is actually, even though it's in slow motion, it looks like it's going really slow.
If they hear you,
They
hunt you.
Pretty neat.
God, the sounds in slow motion are creepy.
Yeah, we used to do it a lot when we were
Creepy as hell.
kids, just fucking around and lighting things on fire. Get a ping pong ball. At my dad's suggestion, he's like, "You ever see a ping pong ball, bro?" Telling us to do dangerous stuff. A good one was when we would take a tennis ball because all that fur, and you'd like soak it in something flammable, light it on fire, and bat it around.
That's a pretty good video. Different things you can do with ping pong balls.
Put them in your butt.
Put them there. You're not a stripper. That's not your special skill.
You don't know.
I'm pretty sure I do know.
Oh, cool. This one's really cool.
He has a lot of cool videos. Having a ping pong ball is great in a survival kit because it's an easy way to start a fire. Especially if you cut it into pieces, just like it's near the end of the video.
Oh shit, he is turning that fucking thing sideways.
Aren't ping pong balls great?
Oh, not yet.
He's got 2 of them.
I
It's
can't
not
even
obstructing it
now.
enough. It's pretty crazy.
Witchcraft.
When he breaks the vortex around it and they fly through the air.
Witchcraft, I tell you.
I am back.
Welcome
Why?
back.
Welcome back.
Ugh,
Are you dead?
sort of. I attempted to eat a thing, so now my mouth is sore. Hold on.
That'll
Did you
teach
put-
you to eat.
Did you change your mind and put the teeth back in?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta plug the gaps in your jaw.
I'm comfortable.
I'm certainly comfortable.
Also, I found a way for Matthias to join the games.
Oh yeah.
I just say if they can move this rod, they can get 10 gold. And then I turn on the immovable rod.
Okay. So you fleece some gold out of some very, some gullible barbarians, and one of them is so angry by the fucking.
No. They get 10 gold. I'm not saying.
He's not betting it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. In that case,
This is Karen's people. I'm not going to try and scam them out of money. And if
Well,
they can
you,
legitimately move it, Karen knows that's the guy to watch
He's got
and to help
potential.
train.
Do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Or if you want to make Karen look really good, you let it move just a little bit when he does it.
Karen can actually move it though.
He can push the button. And if there's any smart barbarians, maybe an owl brings him a letter saying that he can be a wizard.
No, it's a raven.
Yeah.
An eternally screaming drunk raven trying to drown out his sorrow.
Well, you guys spend the evening engrossed in barbarian antics. The following day, the barbarians are up bright and early, showing little the worse the wear for their night of hydration. I mean, drinking.
They really gotta pee though.
Well,
Wait,
yeah.
Question:
So
did we level yet?
yes, everyone levels.
Yeah.
Hooray!
We'll handle that.
Another time.
Feel free to look up your abilities, but by and large, plan on handling that between,
Now and the next
Yeah.
time.
we break out the characters.
Mm-hmm.
So far as your future plans go, Volthus, Amber Cup, Matthias, what's your plans?
Well, it sounds like the other group of our friends is doing well and is safe. There's less of a rush for me to meet up with them and make sure they're okay. Especially now that we know Lionel made it out. He was the one we were worried about, or I was worried about because he was trapped somewhere else. So there's less rush. I'm willing to stay here and enjoy the revelry and learn about the people for a little while. Hey, even like a week or something, however long Karen wants to stay, and I want to learn about, their people, their customs, their tribe, history, all that stuff. And then just to check in at home base there back in Breckenridge and put away some things, maybe clean up some things, relax a little bit. Harrowing adventure since, God, how long ago?
Yeah, it's been a while.
And
Trekking through the fucking Arctic North.
yeah, we'll see how things go once I get back. But there's no rush. I'm willing to stay and enjoy things here.
All right,
You are more than welcome, my friend.
Volthus, you are committed to staying for the duration of the week, watching as sort of the shaman performs his rituals of of giving praise to the whatever respective gods you follow, gods of battle, gods of and welcoming the return of the idol as a herald of great fortunes for the tribe. Volthus, you remain for the weeks and kind of take that in before before you finally kind of take your leave, seeking to find your. I imagine you're looking mostly for Lionel.
Yeah, but I mean, if
Or would you just go back to Breckenridge now that you know he's safe?
Well, yeah, now that I know he made it out safe, I mean, I still want to go meet up with him and the other guys.
Okay.
But his safety is what was making it a rush before, and the worry. Also, I got to remember that Volthus is an elf, and he's, when there's not like danger going on, he's living life at a very slow pace.
I gotcha. Okay. Amber Cup.
I don't know.
Well, you could go check on Pumpkin.
Probably drag her around places.
Go,
explore the wildlands, hang out at Karen House.
Find out, just how
More
much
than welcome, my
she's
friend.
been injured, she's gotten into in her graduating year at the Silverhand Academy.
Oh dear, yeah.
I got brutal critical this time, friends.
Yeah, Amber Cup, you have, there's never a shortage of more adventures, for you if you're seeking them. And as long as Pumpkin's around, there's always a push for more and more. Especially since she is just, you can almost hear her kind of, the flurry of demands for stories and tales from your latest trip out. If you make a trip to the Silverhand Academy, they will probably request that you speak on your latest foray into the wildlands. Something that you would do, or go nah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Get to tell a fun story about all those illithids you killed.
Murder.
I like to picture it's just a room full of like 6-year-olds, and you're just like, anyway, so our barbarian is just stabbing him while he's on the ground, just running his sword through his brain over and over again. Oh, and the illithid guts were everywhere. But I mean, what do you expect when you set a room full of pregnant people on fire? It's just like, anyway, so we're
That sounds very Amber Cup, and I
we're
love it.
stomping on the corpses, and just, what we're trying to do is you slice open right below the kidney, give it a good gouge, and then stomp on the spine, and if any one of the little scaly bastards lives, they press their way out. Some of them still with bits of organ in their teeth. Now you can just step on them, get it over with quickly, but I like to make a little sport of it. What I do is I use my precision shots to take off their legs on one side and watch them skitter around in circles. Did I mention that Rangers are racist? Because Rangers are racist.
A little.
I've been told that it's about time to wrap up my story because you guys have nap time coming up, so sweet dreams.
I can turn it into a spirit thing now.
All right,
love it.
Matthias, you have found some very odd magical items, and as well as accomplished some other very interesting or learned some new magical feats on your trip north. What do you want to spend your time doing?
Well, eventually I want to go kill the aboleth because Matthias holds a grudge, and he got
So do I.
I'm helping you with that.
Same here, buddy.
Let's
And
make
then-
that a future side quest.
And then he's probably going to spend most of his time going between like Breckenridge and the inner cities trying to keep the Raven's Eye going, and probably adventure with the other guys if they want to adventure because he's got to fund it somehow. The Raven's Eye, I mean.
So you're going to go and check in on the Raven's Eye, see if there's a chance you might encounter the other party.
Mm-hmm. And also my ship. I want to make sure that's in ship shape.
Fuck you.
That pause
Diablo
wasn't
is
for a
waiting at
pun,
your
I just
house.
couldn't think of a
He
better way to
dominates you
phrase it.
immediately.
Fucking love this spell.
That is really cool. I get Simulacrum,
Cool.
which is also really cool.
Specifically the great tree part. Just every single shot I make will have advantage. Forever.
That's fucking amazing.
All the ground around me is difficult terrain.
Oh god, that is incredible, yeah.
We should use some way of staying in contact to let me know if you find them or if you move on somewhere else with them. I know they're towards the inner cities, but if I show up late and you guys have gone off on some adventure,
Yeah, the inner cities has ways of reaching out to other wizards. using combinations of powerful
Sending.
scrying magic, sending. Oftentimes, it's usually using scrying magics to establish a link to somebody and then talking to them through like means of distant spells.
My Cerebro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magneto. All right. So you make your way to the inner cities, touching base with the Raven's Eye. You find out a little bit more about them and are able to discover all the things that I told you about Lionel's return. Apparently, the means by which Lionel and Metzger returned was detected by the essentially the scrying chamber in the High Wizard's Tower. When they sent out a team to investigate, they found only the vaguest remnants of kind of like a planar disturbance, but no active and open portal. It looks like they were simply ejected through an unstable gateway.
I'm very glad they keep meticulous records of that.
Of course. Most of what they're dealing with is, especially when it comes to otherworldly entities, they're always on the look for patterns. Things that might indicate growing trends, especially when dealing with any kind of instability between the realms. Karen.
Yeah, buddy.
For many days, your tribe celebrates. They go about their day-to-day business with high spirits, nothing but consumed with the sort of the glory of your successful return. Your shaman has foretold nothing but endless success in the near future.
And then you die.
I mean, we all gotta go sometime.
It's not until one night, a few months from your return, in your evening slumber, you awake, realizing immediately that you walk in a dream. In front of you sits your idol, sitting on the chamber, in the chamber of your, essentially of your people's, wherever you would keep your something like a relic like that.
Probably in the only actual building, something where more secure.
Yeah. The only thing about it is the tears that they collect has a little basin in the bottom. It sheds exactly a single tear each day, and it slowly fills up the basin. The tears themselves have healing properties, which collect and does not evaporate from the bowl. And it's rumored that should the bowl ever be filled, its powers might even be used to bring back the dead. However, on this evening, only a few months into your return, as things have begun to settle around you, you find yourself walking in through a dream, looking around, and you find yourself standing in front of the image of your idol. Behind it, a figure, a large, what appears to be, it has the body of a quadruped creature, a white and black bear. It looks up at you. It's eyeless sight, or it's without eyes, and speaks through a deep voice. It says, "Chieftain Karen, your strength flows in waves. I am Portok, spirit of the idol, once patron of your people and now once more. In times long since past, I aided them to great strength and glory. I remember your people well, chieftain. They too once had strength, and their loss was a terrible tragedy. But perhaps there was something to be gained in their forgotten offspring. You are the conduit for their strength in this world."
Ask what happened to the people.
They died. Well, duh. They're about 6 feet underground. That's where they are.
I know, but the creature's still unsolved, and I need to know what killed
How
them.
did my people die? Blood loss. No, but what killed them? Well, eventually
Wounds.
a brain can no longer sustain itself. What cut them? Well, they've been cut a lot of
Weapons.
times in their lives. I mean, list them all in alphabetical order.
And then Karen killed his god.
I'm gonna look this spirit guardian in the face and say, "Tell me, what can I do to make my people and you proud and worthy? Where can we go from here?"
Yeah, it says, "Fear not, Chieftain Karen. You have already proven your strength. You are already worthy. You may have, you have earned my blessing, Chieftain. Take it and be made strong."
I'm gonna kneel in front of this thing and just bow as deeply as I can. This is the best honor I can get.
Okay. All right. Karen, you awaken the following day, revitalized. You can still hear the echoes of the voice in your mind from your dream.
Best day ever, you guys.
You go about, you kind of rally to your feet. Today is yet another day of a great hunt with your people. You step out and lead them, as you often do, into the wildlands. In your time out there, your energized step is infectious with your people behind you, and you soon come across the object of your march. A family of owlbears has moved into a cave network. By and large, this would not be a big deal, except this cave network is your current source of water. There's an underground stream at the very base that is not infested with terrible fish monsters.
Goddamn fish monsters fucking up all my wells.
You move up, preparing to run your essentially your people through the movements, newly armored, newly outfitted with enchanted blades. You rush in, finding the strength comes to you easier than normal. On several instances, you actually put your blade aside just to pick up and actually crush the owlbear between two mighty hands.
Fucking Beowulf over here.
Your men seem to be infectious, or they seem to be rallying around that strength, driving their blades deeper than you've seen them drive them in months past. In no time at all, you have cut your way down through the tunnels. Even in one moment where an owlbear latched out from the shadows, catching you on the calf and biting hard. You could feel the ripping and tearing, but yet, as you kind of backhanded the things at the top of its head into its jaw, you look down to find it had not even made you bleed.
Oh, yeah.
Looking down, that should have been a fairly grievous injury, but no, nothing. Nothing at all. You continue your path downward and reclaim the source of your water supply. That evening, you return and celebrate with your men the great victory of your people. Once more, just another in a long chain of successes. After a night of drink and celebration, you retire to your bed and awaken in your dream once again, facing your idol. He looks at you and says, the idol faces you, and looks at you and says, "How fare you, chieftain?"
I am the best I've ever been. My people succeed, therefore I succeed.
Says, there's a faint laughing kind of chuckle from the idol. The best you've ever been, or no, the best you've ever been? Only so far, chieftain. He kind of looks down to your wrists, where Steinstossen rest. He looks at them. He says, "You may remove those toys, chieftain. You will find you no longer need them."
Matthias, give them to
I
Matthias.
was gonna say Matthias just materializes give.
He will beg you if he
Matthias
knows.
is using dream. It was all elaborate setup to steal his fucking wrist.
That's how
Yeah,
Matthias got
yeah, I
choked to
love to
death.
play it on her. I wouldn't want to fool those the simple barbarians. I'm not trying to fleece them out of money.
I have bigger
want
fish to
greater
catch here.
gains.
Please?
I am going to have my eyes widen slightly, and I'm gonna do as the spirit says.
Your arms fall off.
The following morning you awake, and you have them sort of. You don't necessarily wear them to bed.
That'd be real awkward if I have like night terrors. Just like pummel the bed into the ground.
Yeah, you're still attuned to them, and your senses make it so not like I'm trying to open up opportunities for people to steal your shit, but you've got pretty razor fucking sharp senses.
Yeah.
You are confident that no one would attempt to steal them in your fucking room while you're.
Put them
I would like to see them try.
You awaken and see them hanging on your wall where they always hang. And you're going to leave without them this morning.
You know what? Yes. I
Right?
don't need them.
You step outside and see the great stone that you occasionally have used in demonstrations of strength. It rests comfortably a short distance away.
Let's go and juggle this thing. I believe in my spirit.
Alright, you walk over to it, you crouch down and slam both hands into the side, and to your amazement are able to lift the great stone up and over your head. As easy as you could with the bracers on.
I am going to let out a soft little chuckle of amusement, and wait, with this blessing, anything is possible.
Over the following days, more changes occur. You continue to sort of lance out against your foes in the wilderness. You find that your normal hunts and game are laughably insufficient. Your warriors too are undeniably stronger, bringing new fucking wrath and fury to when you descend upon the various essentially monsters of the realm around you. You find yourself needing to travel further and further for good sport, finding these the creatures of the nearby simply insufficient to stand up to the might of your fucking fury. When you do this, you discover almost a sixth sense, a pull in your mind leading you towards greater and greater foes. You find that not only whenever you're scanning the land around you can you determine what the bear spirit tells you, you can locate the greatest challenge in the vicinity. And
I like this trick.
Though the most staggering of changes is you found that this pull is not just a directional thing. In combat, it's almost as though you were drawn to your foes like a magnet. The stronger you fight, the harder it pulls you towards from one enemy to the next to the next. You gain a special ability. All weapons, all two-handed weapons that use strength, may attack as though they have the reach property.
Oh.
It's because your joints just dislocate and stretch your arms out.
Yeah, you're like that guy from Street Fighter.
Oh god, I'm dull seam with fucking a sick. Ah. Dull seam with a fucking 12-pack. Just.
Karen. Hold on. Let me find what was in the paper.
Just let it be known that my murder boner has not gone down for 1 minute here. I should probably see a doctor. It's been a couple days.
Over the coming weeks, you find yourself hunting not just the normal, the owlbears, or the occasional minotaur that lurk within the caves. The manticore are your usual prey. You find yourself going after greater and greater enemies. Gorgons throwing down with umber hulks, shrugging off their confusing effects. Even on one occasion where you rushed up and fought a hydra barehanded, its heads lashing into you over and over again. You found over time that not only do you simply don't bleed at all. These wounds they latch onto you, but no blood ever seeps from the holes. It hurts, and on many occasions you have in fact come close to death, or at least unconsciousness. But nonetheless, the wounds do not bleed. In time, you found that this is true for any of your troops.
That's gonna be horrifying. That's gonna be great for morale, though.
What about the ones that are ladies and have? Congratulations, your people will no longer exist in a few generations.
I just like to picture it's like, I have made you strong and also sterile.
We're also honorary parts of his tribe, right?
No.
I mean, I consider you family, but
Fuck
that's
you.
not quite tribe.
We're
All right.
better than tribe.
And Matthias gets torn apart by wolves. They're part of the tribe, right?
I wish my end of our reward was good.
You literally have a god in your ring.
He doesn't do anything, and he's not actually there.
Shut the fuck up.
Karen, in time, you even set off with the rest, even on one occasion, journeying out with the party once more to seek out the Aboleth. The Aboleth had attempted to flee and failed utterly. Having been kind of, once you've dealt with it more than once, it moved forward, attempting to take over you as it had in the past. You came prepared, and when that failed, all it was a quick grapple, and the thing was wrenched from the water and out of the dungeon.
Okay, Matthias is upset if you didn't invite him for that.
Yeah, Matthias is there. The party would have come out for this.
Okay, good.
Yeah, for the Aboleth?
Good.
Oh, God.
And then they all curb stomp it to death.
I would say that everyone in the group would be fairly surprised to see Karen's current state.
Boner.
And then I would ask for the bracers. Give me.
Where they at, boy? Where you holding them?
Yeah, Matthias, you would notice that he's fucking equally strong but not wearing the bracers.
Yes.
Would you actually say, I notice you're not,
Yes, because everybody knows Matthias's obsession with strength. That curse drained him of his strength permanently. He needs it.
You know what? Unless one of my other barbarians put a claim on for it, you can have them. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but
Yeah.
hey, just remember this, Matthias. There's a lesson that goes with Steinstassen. Don't make foolish decisions.
You know me, I never do.
Anyway, let's go back to swimming with the aberration.
Yeah.
All right, Matthias, feel free to add Steinstoss into your inventory.
You are my best friend.
He's gonna tear his own dick off.
I'm not gonna wear them
Practice
during
with
that.
hot dogs first. Trust me on that.
Steinstossen. Exclamation point.
Karen, after felling the aberration, you start to notice a problem.
There's no more challenge in life now.
Who can challenge you?
There's still that dragon.
There could, if you wanted to make a fucking ridiculous journey all the way up to the north.
I forget.
In fact, your journeys have been taking you farther and farther away from home. Initially, merely a couple hours. Now, a couple of days. In recent months, you've gone as far as 3 or 4 week treks into the wilderness, trying to hunt down some great enemy to fell. But as you return from your latest trip, a kind of malaise starts to fall over you. No.
All right.
Doesn't want visitors that much.
She barely tolerated us at first.
She's a nice lady.
She was very nice. Her bodyguards less so.
Having returned this evening from a successful hunt, you find yourself, you did not, no one in your party even took a scratch. What was supposed to be a large gathering of manticore turned out only to be a small family of completely unable to even scratch your newly empowered party. The disappointment kind of is palpable on the return, still success, but it simply was not quite what you were expecting. And so you return with your prizes in hand. They begin the great feast, as they always do beyond a successful hunt. Still, you managed to do what you set out to do. The men always make you proud.
That's all that matters.
That evening, you once again awaken before your idol. It looks down upon you. It says, what is this disappointment, chieftain?
Through these grand blessings, I realize that the world around me does not have the challenge that it once held. What now can hold me and my people? What can hone our edge? If there is no more sports, no more challenge, we may grow soft.
It says, then you have reached the pinnacle of, then you have reached the final plateau of strength before the greatest peak of all. Many of true strength before you have faced this question. Those of your enemies are insufficient to tax your strength, but the world contains many great and powerful battles not yet fought. Fear not, chieftain. You are not yet undone. As ever, I will guide you to your next and greatest battle.
I am gonna light up at that and once again fall to my knee and just bow with respect.
Karen, you awake the next day. You hear there's a definitive pull, like a tug on your soul. There, you have a direction, and it's a strong one. You cannot help but feel a sense of excitement wash over you.
I'm gonna rally the men. It's time.
It is time to march. You grab the men. They outfit themselves in their weapons and armor, and they march with you, grabbing barely the essentials to travel, opting to hunt on the way, as it essentially takes very little time. You cut a path through the wildlands, marching down the unfamiliar, shifting terrain, until at last you come before the source of this great pull. Standing at the edge, you are looking across the ravine at Breckenridge.
Beg pardon?
The pull, dragging you to your next great conquest, is Breckenridge.
Oh shit. Is it time for me to go all Attila up in here?
And with that, we will break the session.
Oh man, conflicting emotions.
You're better than this, Karen. You're better.
I just like to picture. Finally just like Matthias. You just walk in there and you see Matthias in the arena. Yes, this is all I wanted.
He's just shredded now.
Well, I'm unattuning to the Pearl of Power. Does anyone want
he
that?
just-
Amber Cup?
He just laces up the gauntlets, just fucking just. Ah!
Can I attune to that?
I think it's
sure
a
Andy can.
spellcaster. I'll actually.
Ah,
look it up in the
man.
thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I've never been so
it's not talking
conflicted right
about
now.
the arena though. That's not what the pull is.
Big Brother Bear wants me to start going all Attila. Genghis Khan up in here.
All right.
shit.
And good session, people.
Friends, I might become a villain.
Come on.
I'll shoot you in
Stealing
the
all the
mouth.
things. Like, Matthias was supposed to become the villain.
I just like to picture Matthias walks out as a lich. Come on, Karen. Where's your... We were friends.
Pearl
An
of power.
incredibly buffed, mummified guy. Just
He's fucking Mum-Ra.
Yes.
Like Skeletor.
Yes.
No, he looks like Mum-Ra.
I am Mum-Ra.
Oh god.
Just says requires attunement by a spellcaster. So,
Nice.
third level
That's very
spell.
useful considering I don't have many spell slots.
Do you have a attunement slot?
Let me check. 'Cause I know I'm attuned to the cloak
The bow.
and both bows. And that weapon of warning is very nice, but not as nice when I'm just by myself.
Yeah, because you're already alert, aren't you?
No, I just have advantage on initiative, so I could then be surprised. But I think I like my second bow better for the time being.
All right. Do
You just keep it in your butt.
Faustus? Do you have any attunement slots? You have the staff and the
mask.
Do you have anything else?
Andy? Are you there, Andy?
I think he's trying to hunt down a gif. I've seen that look on his face.
Andy, they're calling you.
Oh, sorry. What's that? I was reading something. Let's
Do you have any attunement slots left? I know you have the staff and the mask. Do you have anything else?
No.
You want a Pearl of Power?
What's that do?
Free third level slot.
Yeah.
Per day.
Yeah.
It's gotta rub it as an action or whatever.
Yep, as an action you use it. Pearl of Power, third level spell.
Awesome. Yeah.
You can use an action to speak this Pearl's command word and regain one expended spell slot of up to third level. Once you have used the Pearl, it can't be used again until the next dawn. And now my strength is what, 23?
Yep. Valtha, Matthias, I just want there to be like a fucking Revenge of the Sith situation. You and I just having a sword fight for no goddamn reason over the burning remains.
No. No, Karen, we can finally arm wrestle.
Don't do it, Karen. I have the high ground.
I have a +6 to strength. It's beautiful.
It really is fucking amazing, man.
Matthias is now Gaston, except
now.
smart.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm never leaving my tree again.
Come on, Belle. I got some
Oh,
books
fuck
for
you. I'll shoot each one. I'll turn into a tree and shoot each one with advantage.
I need to see how many spell points I have now since we leveled up.
More.
13th level, right? Yeah. I have 83 spell points.
How many hit points do you have?
I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, the only thing this level gave me was just, hey, next level of spells. I finally have 4th level.
I have 7th level.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, I can Sleeping Beauty someone. Sequester. It's a target as a creature, it falls into a state of suspended animation. Time ceases to flow for it, and it doesn't grow older. You can set a condition for the spell to end early. Like a kiss.
Why do I gotta kill everyone?
Only when Karen kisses you will you awaken.
Oh, you can get power word pain.
Mm-hmm.
And Xanathars.
Hey, can I... Oh, never mind. I'm assuming I can't... I was gonna say...
I'm still mad
I'm
that
assuming I
Steel
can't
Wind
touch
Strike is on the
myself, can I?
wizards.
To use Sequester on myself and wake up in 1,000 years.
Huh.
You could.
I like how
Huh.
I like how the examples are include after 1,000 years or when the Tarrasque awakens. That's just one of the examples in the player's handbook.
Jake, you could, now that you can fight
Make
melee,
sure you
you
wake
should
up the
take
next
Steel Wind
morning.
Strike.
I
This
should.
morning, it turns out there's a kid named Tarask, and he just woke up.
God damn it, Mike.
Well, let me use it again. And then clarify the spelling.
And also, I'm gonna cast Dream on that kid, and he's gonna die.
I mean, I'm gonna make him pay me 5,000 gold because he just made me lose 5,000 gold in sapphire dust and powder of diamonds,
Jesus.
emeralds, and
I hate that
Oh,
Steel Wind Strike
by
is
the way.
better on Jake than it is me because it makes
each of
melee
you-
spell attacks.
Each of you take 3,000 gold, by the way, for your claim off the loot hoard.
hooray!
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'd probably get that from Karen and put it in my vault now. So before he goes all, I'm gonna murder you.
It's okay if you just stay away from the city. I won't kill you. It's fine.
This is my city now.
Guys,
still have a
I've never
house
been
there.
so conflicted. Not anymore, you don't.
No, it's still there.
Not for long.
Because while you're doing this, I leveled up before that whole thing went on, so I could build defenses in my house. I mean, I wouldn't know of impending attack, so probably didn't. But you know,
Mike, you motherfucker, I hate you.
Why?
You did this to me.
I mean, you could just not be an evil person.
Can you? Can you? Do you have what it takes to not be an evil person?
I'm gonna
This
cast
ab-
the highest level sleep spell on you.
This absolutely could be a fucking... This could be a test. It absolutely could be. This could all tie into Steinstossen's warning of me to not just run blindly into things.
And Matthias is smart.
And you can run blindly into these hands.
We's gonna wrestle, boy. You might have the raw strength that I do. I still have advantage.
Don't make me volley your people.
To be fair, when I had -2 in strength, I still beat you on athletics somehow.
Sure is D&D.
Karen, you should tie all your people together with rope.
Now-
It'll be safer
Now,
that way.
Mike, since I'm a strong caster, can I use strength as all of my casting abilities?
You are not a devil lord. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out.
I'll blow you up.
I guess I'll change my weapons from finesse to strength. So I have a +10 instead of a +7.
It is pretty amazing.
I can punch things now without hurting myself.
Yeah.
You'll just really hurt them.
You could nearly kill a commoner with one punch.
I do 7 damage with a punch.
Yeah. You're an asshole.
So, I don't know if you guys have seen the new Jumanji movie.
I've been meaning to, but I have not got around to it yet. I
But-
just hear it's amazing.
But
and
this is
filled
on the
with big
trailers,
jokes.
so it probably won't spoil anything. But when the one character is a nerdy guy, gets into Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's body, and just taps someone, they fly. That's Matthias.
Congratulations, Matthias. Enjoy your swollenness.
I enjoyed the movie though. It's not the first one, but it's pretty good for what it was.
I hear it's pretty good, and also dick jokes, which makes me like I like it.
Yes, because a girl becomes Jack Black. and
Yeah,
is
buddy.
unsure of how to use a penis.
Dangerously.
It's like, this is so efficient. I can just aim.
Well, it better be good because it's fucking never coming out of theaters. That and The Greatest Showman have been there since November. And I'm kind of tired of it.
Yep.
You were rented on demand on cable.
You're on demand.
Well, I am now. With these gun shows.
Oh.
With this gun show.
They really missed an opportunity with That Greatest Showman. They turned it into like a hip hop musical, and they made it like P.T. Barnum invented the circus.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
P.T. Barnum's story is actually really cool.
Yeah.
And they had their chance to make a really cool biography movie about him, which I would have really liked, but they kind of went with this lie instead and turned it into a big, fun, dumb musical, which, I mean, if you're into that, it's cool, but, like, a cool, serious documentary, like a factual one about P.T. Barnum and how he started when he was young, working for the circus, like that. There's some cool stories in there. I wish they would do that.
Also, Mike, did I learn anything from the bulls? Did I have time to study them? Or is that whenever we pick up next time?
We'll handle those when we pick up next time.
All right.
You have surmised they're not from this plane, though.
Good.
Oh no.
File
Okay.
path.
They're 23-inch pythons.
Man,
Thank you.
Kamal makes me mad, though, because he killed a Chroma and Phage in the dumbest, most anticlimactic way possible.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
They were just beating the shit out of each other, and he had been, like, off meditating in the woods and all atrophied and shit, so he just picked up his fucking sword. The whole book was just him walking slowly towards them, and then when their grand conclusion happened of, like, the fucking angels versus the dark powers of the Cabal, and they were wrestling, and there's wrestling, he just walked up and cut them both in half.
Yeah, he had an axe that would steal the souls of them that he got from the Cabal. But you're forgetting the parts earlier in those books when he went into the arena again after becoming a druid.
I didn't read that part. I just read the last book where
He did nothing but walk and hit them both
once and they died.
He started his druid thing early on in it, and after he had become a druid, and he had given up the sword that he was using with the Mirari and stuff that was making him uncontrollably rage and kill people he didn't want to kill. He went into the pits one more time and fought a Chroma and ripped her legs off with his bare fucking hands.
Jesus. Oh, that's right, because he did that. I forgot that he did that.
Yeah, and then Ixidor repaired her with the bottom half of a tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger, centaur, angel, monstrosity.
What I liked about that fucking setting, though, was when Phage showed up at the fucking city of... it was essentially the city was put together of nothing but refugees from the Great War. Like, from the war between fucking... Because the angels, they don't give a shit. They butchered everything in their path, and then fucking the Cabal weren't any better. So it's a city of refugees. And then, for those of you that are familiar with... Who in this room is familiar with Phage the Untouchable?
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, nope. No idea.
Magic the Gathering
She's
story.
a character
Who, essentially threw out... How did she get her power? Where did that
Well, Kamal is her brother. He killed her with the Mirari in a fit of rage. Well, he hit her and he gave her a huge gaping gut wound, and the Mirari of it was... The magic of the Mirari wasn't healing. It wasn't going to heal. So the Cabal came by and grabbed her up and let her die and be reanimated with some of their special magic. And I don't remember if they had it on their own or they used part of what was left over from the unhealable gut wound. They gave her this absolute touch of death. If she touches anything living, it immediately rots rapidly. And anything that even once had life, like wood, it will rot away. And then she ended up being their